It's fine. I did start the stream and the recording now. So that being said, it is D&D time. Starting with who is doing the recap. Really? Let me double check that then. It definitely shows that it's. Yeah, obviously. I mean, that's all that matters. Jade, just say something real quick. Okay, I'm gonna check the audio real quick on that. Just to make absolutely sure. So is it? Okay. Try it again. Somebody say something. Okay. Okay. Try it again. Somebody say something. Okay. Say something. Okay. Somebody say something. Okay. Yep. Okay. It looks like I still don't have audio from you guys. I apologize. Aha! Okay, I think this might fix it. Okay. Try it again. I apologize. Aha! Not sure why it's not capturing your audio. Hold on. I apologize. Aha! Yeah. Okay, I think this might fix it. Yeah, apparently my audio didn't capture correctly last time. Let me try this. Uh, okay, let's try this. But oh wait, hold on. Let me make sure it's on the correct thing here. Sorry, this is not going well. After computer, shenanigans. Can somebody say something real quick? But oh wait, hold on. Let me make sure it's on the correct thing here. Sorry, this is not going well. After computer, shenanigans. Can somebody say something real quick? Okay. It is not recording still, and I have no idea why. Yeah, I have no idea why it's not recording. Let me. This is really weird. It should be recording the sound.
Well, on the stream just now, I could hear people.
So you can hear it on the stream?
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I can hear me.
That's weird. The recording's not saving it. Let me see something. But oh wait, hold on. Let me make sure it's on the correct thing
The
here.
recording's being temperamental.
Sorry.
Very oddly, Bex can hear herself.
After computer, Let me say something real quick. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure it out later. I'm still gonna record, and if I have to, I'm pretty sure I can download the clip from Twitch later. But that way we're not sitting here doing this forever. Because I don't want to spend our entire time on this. Yep. Which I may have to do. Perfect. Perfect plan. Okay. Yep. So we are going to do the recap. Who is doing it for us?
Me.
Okay.
Okay, so we spent pretty much just a couple of days in Voga, so in the place we were in previously, and then got on the boat. Nothing really happened the first night apart from hearing like scratches and stuff like that on the boat. We kind of talked to some other people that were there on the boat and the captain and the first mate. The next day we found that some people's items were stolen. We had asked around to see if anybody else had their stuff stolen, and it wasn't. We went down to the cargo hold to see if everything was still there, which was, but we saw a weird map that had matching like symbols that were on the caravans. We kind of told the first mate, and she said nothing to worry about. The next night we had the sails destroyed, which we then kind of went back to her and found out and tried to fix. We basically found out there were pirates on this route and that they've been sabotaging everything. So they sabotaged the sails and the cannon, and just as we started kind of finished repairing it and were on our way again, a flare went up the next night, and the pirates basically tried to rampage and kill and pillage everyone pretty much. Sadly, happily they were unsuccessful. We didn't get to kill all the pirates and all the ships, but we were able to protect the ship that we were on to be able to get to Voga. And we pretty much have arrived at Voga, and we're just kind of getting acquainted, but we haven't done too much in Voga as of yet.
Petra slept in a bucket.
You did sleep in a bucket.
You destroyed 2 ships with cannons, and you disabled one with a chunk of ice, and Amaranth turned one into a flaming fireball.
Pretty much, huh?
Yeah.
You guys managed to take a much more dangerous fight and bring it down to a pretty survivable level.
Oh yeah, and also the pirates that remained on the ship all tried to flee except for one. One couldn't get away because Petra's too good.
Windsor stunned and tied up one of the pirates, the one that was doing everything on the boat, and then Amaranth let him get away.
I did not.
That checks out. Alright, so we left off. You guys had arrived in Voga, and we were waiting at the docks for your wagon and everything to be unloaded, and that's where we left off. So you are now in the city of Voga. Your wagon has been unloaded. All of your goods are still in the cart. Thankfully, you managed to prevent the pirates from ever getting to your stuff, so you managed to keep everything. What would you like to do in the new city?
Get acquainted by going find a map.
Let's see if we can find a harbor master and send messages into his mind to make him. Oh wait, we already done that.
You know, for all we know, these people speak an entirely different language again. So, give me shenanigans. I'm the only one that can communicate with people.
Just make sure you speak louder this time.
Yeah, speak louder into their brain. For work. Works every time. Usually results in suicide. It's a terrible thing. Alright, so, what's the course of action?
I think Amaranth's find a map and acquaint ourselves with the city was a good plan.
Okay. How do you plan to find a map? Are you looking for shops? Are you looking for information stalls? What do you guys
If we try and talk to the harbor master or somebody in the harbor here, they might be able to direct us where to find said map.
All right. What do you say to the harbor master?
Hi there. We've just arrived from Voga, but we're not too sure where everything is. Is there any place that we can go to try and get like a map or get ourselves acquainted? Would you be able to tell us where that is, please?
Give me a charisma check.
Oh god.
Alright, turns out the dude is racist against tieflings.
Yeah, he doesn't like demons.
Ah, this again. No demon.
That's not what Toonie told us. Anyways.
Right. With a 16, he seems like he's very busy, so he's rather abrupt, but he just kind of thumbs his hand towards one of the buildings at the edge of the harbor. It appears to be some sort of customs building. They seem to handle all sorts of different merchandise going through, as well as passengers and things like that. They likely have information.
Thank you. And we shall head that way.
Oh.
Alright, so you head over there, and sure enough, there is a wall with all sorts of different information about the city. Some of it is purely just tourist trap kind of information, talking about the great ice fields in the area and things like that, all the different, sights and wonders, things like that, stuff talking about the opera house and the Grand Theater, and
Oh, do you want to look at that as well?
And the history of, the history of the palace, and documents about the royal family, things like that, as well as a map. It's not the most informative map. It seems like it's more designed around tourist information rather than, like, planning trips around the city.
Big red dot
however,
that says
it is
you are here with just an outline of the edge of the city, nothing else.
It's not quite that bad. So, you wanted to look at the one about the opera house, you said?
I'm gonna find this traveling troupe again.
Alright, so, you pull up the one that talks about the opera house, and it goes into a lot of history about the opera house, how it was established several hundred years ago, some of the, great names that have played there throughout time, some of the, more grand shows that have happened, and then there's also a schedule on the back of shows that are expected to be coming soon. And you see that this brochure is quite out of date, as several of the dates listed on the events appear to have happened previously in the year, so it's likely that they change these brochures out every year or two.
Just real quick.
Yeah.
Are we sure all this information isn't in giant? Because we can't read it, but we can speak it with the necklace.
This is a tourist welcoming site. It has it in several languages. It's
Gotcha.
essentially like when you go to a government building, how they've got like the wall where it says, "I can help you" in like 18 different languages, and then it's got like a row of brochures for each language. It's essentially
Never been to
that.
one, so I don't have any reference.
Okay, yeah, it's a thing that'll happen sometimes. That's how this is particularly laid out, which is they just have several of these brochures in different languages. It's likely that this city gets a lot of their commerce through tourism, for one reason or another. And it's pretty obvious that their Grand Theater is central to that, as it's a rather old monument that they've got there. As for the schedule that's on the back, as I was saying, several of them have already gone past by now, but you are able to see that there are a few scheduled down the road. It appears that there is a scheduled visit for Izokas, but it's not for about another 2 weeks.
Perfect.
I want to check over the map that's there and see if there's any mages guilds, cathedrals, anything big like that could potentially have a circle for my teleportation circle that I could learn for the
was like-
city?
Let's be honest, you just want to find a mage circle. That's what you want to find.
She just wants the teleportation, sir.
Listen, if we ever need to get back someplace and I can get us there, you will be glad that I have it.
Windsar's heard about this circle with a bunch of jerks in it, and he wants to find that.
Okay. Alright, I'm killing you today. That's what's happening.
Alright,
You do see that there are several buildings that could potentially have what you're looking for. There are a few of them that would be churches, and as well as there is an adventurers guild, which will likely have their own teleportation circle.
Cool. And then try and find an inn.
There are several inns that are listed on the brochures, and from the names you can gather that some of them probably not as pleasant to outsiders as, you know, some of the others. So the most likely inn, or that you're able to deduce, is there's a simple inn that's not far away from the docks, and it has space for you to park your wagon as well, and they charge a reasonable rate for a night. You can actually pay up front for a week at a time with 1 lion mark, or you can attempt to try to get a night through work and things like that.
Well, I can't afford a night. How about a squire?
Stop.
Were there
You're
any...
just on
Amaranth,
one
do you
today,
know
aren't
Shocking Grass?
you? Do you know Shocking Strangle? Because, like, that's important.
Are there any other guilds on the thing other than the Adventurers Guild?
I like traders or something like that. 'Cause we've got
They-
some stuff as
They
well.
don't appear to have any other major guilds, at least not listed.
Alright, I will note down the location of the Adventurers Guild and the 2 largest cathedrals.
Okay.
Is there like a place for like job postings as well? Because we're gonna be here for a while, so.
That would be the Adventurers Guild.
Okie dokie, perfect.
All right, off the sewers to kill rats and goblins. If I see a guy in a helmet with 1 red eye, I'm leaving. No, okay.
Nah, so I don't know that one. You're on your own there.
Yeah, you're too old.
Oh wow.
Actually, the enemy's relatively new, but okay.
You'll have to tell us which one it is.
Goblin Slayer.
Oh yeah, I wasn't listening to you, I was writing down a note. I knew you were talking out your ass, so I figured it was a good time to write my notes.
Pretty much. Anytime I talk is good. Time to break it up.
Alright,
Nice.
what do you guys want to do first?
Drop off the stuff would be a good suggestion.
Alright, so you want to go to the inn?
Secure our stuff. Yeah.
Alright, so...
Is
Go ahead.
the Adventurers Guild on the way to the inn?
It is not.
Okay.
It
Or either
is...
cathedrals
quite a
I know are down on
distance
the way
away.
to the inn.
Is what on the way?
Either of the cathedrals I noted down, or any of the other cathedrals, I suppose.
No. No,
Kinda
the
double-check
inn
that.
is literally like right around the corner from the docks. The other places that you need to go to are more central to the city.
Just need to try and find it. Yeah, we maybe have to sell the armor and the swords to the Adventurers Guild maybe as well. We need to sell that stuff off.
Probably best go to possibly the city's armory to sell the weapons.
What's the demographic of the area? Is it still mainly giants?
It's mainly giants. You do notice that there's a lot more other races here compared to what you've seen so far, but it's still mainly Goliaths. It's likely the people that you're seeing are travelers. Right. Which of you had gone to the inn?
Wow. Windsor has.
Has anybody not gone to the inn? Okay.
Take that, isn't it?
Who else is going anywhere? Who's going to the armory?
That's a after we secure our stuff thing.
Yeah, I think it's best if we go to the inn first and then.
Because we
Yeah,
can go to
right.
the inn, drop all our stuff off, then check places we might potentially be able
Yeah.
to sell stuff instead of carting the stuff around everywhere.
Makes sense. So you go to the inn. It's, like I said, right around the corner. It doesn't take you very long to get there. You're pretty quickly able to identify where to park your wagon. You go in. There is a rather kind of aged, I want to say, like, heavy in the eye Goliath man standing behind the bar, seeming to tend to the place.
Hi there, we're here to rent out some rooms, please. We have a
Yes,
horse and
it's
cab.
fine. It's the rate is 1 lion.
For how many days?
Is 10 day.
Cool, that's fine, yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Go ahead and mark that off. And then he hands you over some keys.
Is
And
this one line mark for enough rooms / roomage for all of us?
yes,
Okay.
yeah, the 1 lion mark will cover your group. The reason why this is the one that you guys would want to go to is they specifically do like traveling merchant groups and things like that, so you pay for your whole group. Which
Gotcha.
in your case would be a lot cheaper. Otherwise you'd be looking at, a nicer place, but a lot higher price.
Do they have a bathhouse?
At the inn, no. There is a bathhouse in the city, but not at the inn.
I will ask the inn, where's the closest bathhouse?
He will ask you, do you have mail?
I do! Haha!
Okay, so you hand him your brochure, and he looks it over, and pretty quickly realizes it doesn't show the bathhouse on here. So he grabs this rather old, looks like a grease pen, likely used for marking bad dishes rather than for writing things. But he just kind of smudges a little circle on a spot there, and he goes, "Is there?"
How much is it? Just to double check?
Don't know.
Thank you.
More than 0 lion marks.
That's a start! Alrighty, let's go then.
Alright, so you guys go to your room then?
See.
Alright.
Yeah, boys.
You head up to your rooms, and you begin, unpacking your things, kind of setting up camp in this room. You know you're going to be here a while. I need perception checks from everyone but Cal.
Why would he need to do one? He has like a massive passive perception anyway.
Let's go, I see shit.
How's
Watch
the
Petra be
door?
blind. Petra's blind.
Petra can't see past everybody who's standing in front of her.
She can see more than Amaranth.
Amaranth, you, and Cal very quickly notice that there is a letter sitting on the desk in one of the rooms.
Amaranth. She
I don't
rolled
see
lower than
shit.
I did.
I don't see shit.
The first one was a charisma check for Amaranth.
Oh, you are correct. Sorry. Then, yeah. You're right. I was reading Amaranth 16. I didn't see the 8 pop up afterwards. Okay. In that case, then it's just you and Cal see this.
You're gonna
Letter on the
slide
desk.
on over and see what this letter is about.
Okay. So you go, and the outside of the letter, like the outside of the envelope itself, is completely and entirely blank. But it's clear that this letter is relatively new. It doesn't have any dust on it. It's not creased in any way. It looks like it was placed there specifically to be seen.
Okay, we're gonna read it.
Open it up, see what it says. Assuming it's not in giant or something that we can't read.
Right, so, in that case,
It's in Draconic. Damn it, nobody knows that.
You open it up and it's just full of SARS, so everyone
so you
just
open
dies
it up
of it.
and you find written on the pages a rather short message there. I'll let one of you go ahead and read it out. Seeing that New picked it up, I would assume that New would read it.
Your arrival in Voga has not gone unnoticed. Allow me to offer a proper welcome to you in the seat of my lord's power. A performance at the Opera House this evening should bring about a meeting I'm sure you're most anxious for. Attend and you may uncover truths that have long been hidden. At the bottom of the page is the strange glyph in
Don't
place
read the
of
postscript. Don't read the
signature.
postscript.
What do you mean, don't read the postscript? P.S.
Okay,
Doesn't the kitchen smell lovely?
Petra's head snaps to New.
There's a Petra-sized hole in the wall. Okay.
Now, New, do you read this out loud?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming, even though they might not have noticed the note, it wouldn't exactly be like I'm walking over to this thing and picking up this piece of paper all sly and shit.
What
Yeah,
is
but you
the,
might just be like, huh,
note?
what's this? And then read it
What's the
without
glyph at the bottom?
The glyph, as far as you can tell, is just a rather strange glyph. It looks similar to a shield in shape, but it's clearly some form of identifying mark, some sort of emblem of the sort.
It's not a triangle with like a moon on the top.
No.
That's alright then, it's not that.
Does it resemble Zeronian glyphs in any way?
It does resemble a Zerodian glyph.
Can I, like, detect magic in the room?
You can. Let me just do some quick mental heads. How far is detect magic?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay.
Sphere.
Just wanted to check something real quick. Go ahead and so put your detect magic into the chat there, so that it takes off the skill or the spell slot.
Okay.
Okay. You do detect magic. It is not in the room. You detect magic almost directly beneath it.
I
Well,
want
let's see the floorboards.
I want to put a little bit of magic into this, air quotes, rune, see if it reacts in any way.
The rune does not seem to react. It looks like it's just ink written onto the paper.
Worth a shot.
Oh shit, right, I need a long rest.
But yeah, so you try to look through the floorboards.
I know you're there. You better come out now.
So you look down through the floorboards, and you see the main lobby as you're on the second story. The magic is at the very edge of your detection, which means that it would probably be further down than the first story.
Okay. Someone has been in this room before we got here, obviously.
Really? What was your first clue?
I don't know. I didn't notice the letter, so, I just noticed magic.
Alright. So... if there's magic going on, we could have Cal go be sneaky, or we could have one of me or you go be sneaky because invisibility, or we could have Cal go be sneaky with invisibility.
Petra's gone, by the way. She went to the
we're-
kitchen.
Alright! You went, straight into the kitchen? You didn't even, look, you didn't go to the dining area? You went to the
I'm
kitchen?
just asking around. You guys need to cook?
Okay, I need a perception check from you.
She
on
pointed
some
out the
shit.
kitchen with. She directed the kitchen with her nose, and she went directly for it. No doors, no hallways. She just dug right to it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ripped floorboards up and went straight down. No. Okay. Yeah, so the people working in the kitchens are quite busy when you approach them. However, when you offer to help them, they point you to a side table where it's got uncut vegetables, and they almost immediately ask you to begin, like, preparing their ingredients.
And Petra will do so.
Alright, Petra
Okay.
pulls out her axe and intentionally misses the ingredients so that the claws come out and slice them into bits.
I think it would be a good idea to maybe make Cal invisible, and then he can look around to see if anyone looks.
You know, it just
Weird.
so I'm glad that even though Petra wandered off, I still have possession of the spy's murmur for this situation right here.
Yeah, but
which-
Cal has
where's
the other one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does Cal have the other one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Perfect.
which makes it work.
Yeah, because Cal's gonna be invisible snooping around.
Oh, okay. So
Alright,
much for keep track of Petra.
I can make Cal invisible since it will cost you resources. It won't cost me resources.
Plus, I can still concentrate on detect magic if I go like with him.
Right, so the two of you are going downstairs then?
Yeah.
Just go ahead and make Cal invisible.
You're doing that as a ritual, right?
What? Invisibility?
Yeah. Or you
No,
can
I
just do
have
it.
innate spellcasting. I can just do
Okay.
it.
Alright.
Once a day. Or once per long rest.
If
Uh,
you do
and
it as a ritual, it doesn't cost you anything.
Oh, it doesn't cost her anything.
I
like this
use
either.
my-
Yeah,
innate
I don't know
spell?
if she can do it. Yeah, she did her innate spell. It's fine. I wasn't sure if she was doing it as a ritual. I don't even know if she can. I would have
Can
to
you
double
even
check her sheet.
cast invisibility as a ritual?
That's what I was saying. I'd have to double check your sheet. I wasn't sure if you could. But yeah, so casting it innately, then yeah. So immediately, Cal, you become invisible. You're even able to like look at your own body. Thankfully, you have proprioception, so you know exactly where your body is. Because otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see yourself at all.
Invisibility does not have the ritual tag. It cannot be cast as a ritual.
So the both of you go downstairs, and Amaranth, you notice that as you go downstairs, you're definitely getting closer to the source of magic. And upon reaching the bottom of the stairs, you realize this source of magic is still beneath you.
Okay, I will try and find if there's a place to go downstairs.
Okay. Where are you looking in now?
Actually, I'll just go to the innkeeper and say, do you have like a cellar or anything at all?
Cielo. No.
What's beneath us then? Is there anything beneath us?
Oh, there's lots of
He looks down, stomps on the wood floor a little bit. Bats.
So there's like a cave downstairs, like pipes.
No.
Fucking idiot. If I wanted to go under your building, how would I go under your building?
He looks around the floor. You don't.
Perfect, thank you.
There is no under the building. Building ends here.
It's like the intelligence of like 5 or something.
No, he's just very confused why you're trying to go under his floor.
I'll start looking around to see if I can find anything that may show a way to get under the building that he may not realize.
Okay. So
You also look.
give me an investigation check.
I'll go outside the building and look around the outside, see if there's like a way under.
Okay, looking for like a cellar door or something?
Yeah,
An
possibly.
investigation or perception. Well, you have 21 perception. So With an 11, you definitely don't find anything of interest. And Cal, as far as you can tell, the building is firmly rooted to the ground at all sides of the building. It appears to have a solid stone foundation. It doesn't look like there's any way to just, like, go underneath.
I'll quietly go back in the building and, being still quiet and stealthy, I'll go up to Amrath and just lightly tap her on the shoulder.
Amaranth! Wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay, cool.
You just got tapped by a ghost. Alright, Amaranth screams loudly when you tap her on the shoulder.
You're here! Who the fuck you are? You better come out! That's exactly the worst thing that you should do!
You just,
I'm just
like,
gonna keep swinging.
just looking around, trying to find something. Suddenly there's a tap on your shoulder and nothing's there.
I'm grabbing, like, a chair or a stool, and I'm gonna hold the stool.
You're just
like-
gonna fight.
I'm walking away from this, and if you don't want this place to set on fire, you better not talk to me. And if you think I'm joking, fucking try me. I have killed people.
Can I knock the chair out of her hand?
I really wouldn't do that. I really wouldn't.
To be fair, Amaranth, you would pretty quickly realize that it was in fact Cal, but you were startled by him suddenly tapping you with no sign of his presence. Because he was so stealthy, you did not hear him coming or anything, you were just suddenly touched by somebody. And after the initial holy shit moment, you would go, oh, right, Cal's invisible.
If you wake
So-
up and you have no hair, just remember that's the reason why.
So you would be like picking up the chair going, oh, wait, shit. Oh,
Oh
Cal.
no, Cal. We make Cal invisible. We make Cal invisible.
Yeah, put the chair down, casually slide it in.
Around her other ear, I'll be like, well done, dumbass.
I really don't like you. Okay, I'm tired, I'm sleepy, I'm gonna go back upstairs. Bye.
There's nothing to get underneath, so I don't know what you're detecting and where you're detecting it from. But I can go and check the local area and see if there's any, like, ways down.
I want to activate the Spy's Murmur and ask Cal to keep his active just in case something comes up, so I can kind of listen in.
Alright.
Okay. I'll activate my Spy's Murmur. I'll then leave the tavern again, and I will use my street knowledge to go around and check and see if there's any, like, ways down underneath these buildings.
Investigation check.
Cool.
As far as you can tell, there's no sort of secret hideout or cellar doors anywhere around.
Could be like a druid or something, I don't know, but the best wait until later tonight, really.
Would I be able to use my City Secrets feature from Urchin?
What's that do again? I don't remember.
So it says, you know the secret patterns and flow of cities and can find passages through urban sprawl that others would miss. While you're not in combat, you can travel through between any two locations in the city twice as fast than your speed would normally allow.
That does not apply.
I was just thinking, because obviously, if there's like a shortcut and things like that, there's some stuff he would notice. And like, if there's like an underground shortcut which would travel further, I was saying that's why I was saying, can I use sort of that because it's a city secret? If you see
Yeah,
what I mean?
I absolutely agree with you. And if you were correct in your assumption that it was outside, then yes, it would absolutely work. However, you are searching the outside of the building, in the alleyways around you for a way to go under there, and that does not exist.
Cool.
And the only reason I'm telling you that is you have a 21 passive perception, and you would notice a shortcut, so you are very confidently able to tell there's no way outside the building to get under.
Cool. I will message back on the Spire's Murmur saying basically there's definitely no way outside this building to get under it. The only thing I can think of is if there's a secret passage in the building, but according to the barkeep, there's no basement or cellar.
Right.
So either he's lying, or he genuinely doesn't think there is, and someone's made one.
I will pass that along to Windsor, being as that he's the only one left in the room with me, and I'm going to head down to poke around myself.
Okay. Where are you looking, and what are you... Like, how are you looking?
Well, we know it's somewhere on the ground floor, presumably, so I'm going to just kind of trace around the whole floor, going from like area to area, both looking as well as seeing if I spot anything out of the ordinary in terms of like sensing anything magic, because I'd probably
Give me
sense it
an
anyways. 'Cause
investigation check.
friggin' 20 Arcana. I don't find shit.
You don't find shit.
Nothing magical though, because
You are detecting the same magic that Amaranth is. There's some sorts of magic under the building, but you don't know how it got there or why.
So I do learn what school of magic it is, if there is any. Do I
Necromancy.
learn? Necromancy. Okay, cool. Good to know. So something dead most probably was around us. Could be skeletons. Or a lich.
What does the kitchen smell like?
The kitchen smells like food. All the different aromas of everything being cooked. You smell the hearty soups that they have going, and you also smell the roast duck that they have shoved into the oven.
I'll go
Not
back.
placed in the oven, shoved in the oven. There's a big difference.
Yes, there is, yeah.
I will
Yeah,
head
well,
back
if it doesn't go willingly.
Yeah, they didn't defeather it or gut it. They just literally shoved a duck in the oven and then burnt
They
it.
did.
Jesus.
Now, let me do this. You is downstairs as well. Windsor is...
I will head back into the tavern and snoop around a bit. See, I won't force myself into any doors. I'll only test doors, and if they are open, I will check inside the doors, being stealthy.
Okay. Are you going upstairs into the sleeping area, or are you staying downstairs?
I will stay downstairs.
Okay. So you do notice that there's rather large doors leading into the kitchen, likely so the servers can just move in and out freely. With a passive perception of 21, I will say as soon as you go into the kitchen, you notice something very odd. I'm going to unpause the game here and move you to the kitchen. The first thing that you notice is that they have two stovetop, one of which is brand new and is not connected to any chimneys for the heating element. And there appear to be scratch marks on the floor around the feet of this stove, like it's been moved frequently.
Got it. I will leave the kitchen area again, and I'll head over to New.
Okay. You can move your character on the board if you like.
Just walk over tables and everything like that. Who cares?
Oh, miserable.
Obviously,
Come on.
Yeah, it's
No,
fine.
it's not over, it's under. He's being stealthy.
Yeah. He's down on all fours like Gollum.
I will tap Nu on the left shoulder and then speaking to her right ear.
You have a spies memo.
Yeah,
Why do you need to
have
do
that.
that? What's the point?
Because it's funny.
Alright, Mew, wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, I have a +8.
Mew just not freak out. You kind of just like jerk your head, just like a quick little look to the side where you got tapped, but you pretty much immediately identify that it was Cap. Unlike some people.
I will whisper into Nu's ear, there's a secret door in the kitchen. I reckon when it's night time and the kitchen's not in use, that I go down and check out this door.
I will take the spy's murmur off since he's right there, leaving it on and just be like, sounds like a plan. That way it reverberates through, but I don't hear it.
That way it doesn't play back like you're not hearing yourself through his spy's murmur.
Right, but it's gonna loop through his, so...
Perfect. Perfect. Just make him hear you multiple times. It's flawless play.
Okie dokie, so I guess we get dinner then. Wait.
You do realise we also have something to do in the evening.
What's that?
We got the letter.
True, we do have that to do.
Did we forget this? Why don't we just do it now? Or at least sorry, see. We could make a commotion or something. I already did.
I mean...
We do it after the event. But whoever's going to there, we know... They'll know that what they've done, so they'll be smug about it.
I'm gonna kind of like tap Amaranth on the arm and
It wasn't check Amrat.
motion towards like an empty area of the room because we are kind of in the middle of everybody and I don't want to like make some kind of plan while potentially everybody can hear.
Why don't we go upstairs and then we can speak to Windsor as well?
I don't think I managed to set up the teleportation part, so let me just move you like so.
There's only 2 beds here. How does this work?
Simple, you guys
It
have
works because Petra sleeps
these
under
4
the-
doors here are you guys. So there's 6 beds.
Four taken beds and 2 empty beds.
As I go in, I tap Windsor on the right shoulder and whisper into his left ear.
Can you please dispel the magic before you do that, Nick? So he can't keep trying to do it to everybody.
Too
No,
late.
no, you don't know
It's too
about
late.
it, so shut up.
Yeah,
Too
it's
late.
too late. Windsor, wisdom saving throw. He's just having fun scaring people at this point.
Fucking too right.
Well,
They are
Hope you
never
realize-
going to let you be invisible again.
exactly.
That's fine. I don't care.
100% never gonna happen.
With a 14, Windsor, you do jump a little bit, but you pretty quickly figure out that with Mew there and Amaranth there, it's probably Cat.
Blind
I
attack.
break concentration when I see him.
He
like,
just goes,
flash.
just reflex, just smacks him in the face.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. That's why Cal was like standing a little bit away because
No,
he was expecting
He's
to
just
do
like,
it.
no, lower.
Imagine if he did that to Petra. He'd
Alright,
probably not have
so
kneecaps.
Cal is now infertile. No.
Yay!
So what's the
Right.
plan?
Well, we have this show to see, so there's 2 options. We can either get Jade to make some sort of commotion in the kitchen where she's currently at, and possibly
Jade?
get people out of the kitchen. Which means then obviously, if they can get them out of the kitchen for like literally just like 5 minutes or something, I can quickly see how that fireplace moves.
How big
Move
is
it
the
in
kitchen?
there. It's probably what, about 20 feet by 20 foot?
Few people measuring it.
Amaranth,
Metagamers.
do you have darkness?
I
Mostly in
do.
her heart, but
What's its
Fuck
size?
off!
What's
Fuck
its
you.
size?
Torren's on one today. Torren's
He is,
on one.
man.
They're brutal.
Sorry, what you said about darkness and costumes?
What's its size?
It's 15-foot sphere.
If we positioned it well, we could have me and Amaranth go down there while invisible. She drops down darkness. I can see even in magical darkness. I use that to go in, attempt to move the thing, see what's there.
That's gonna make a hell of a racket when you move it. It's a big stone thing, and it's gonna make noise.
Well, this one's metal.
Oh, metal, even better. There you go. So this one's big metal. It's gonna scrape along the ground because there's scratches on the ground already where it's been moved. That's gonna make a noise.
well, the
You're not
good
gonna
thing
be-
about the good thing about it, it doesn't have the fire elemental in it. So
True, that is a good point. But if we can get them just to leave a little bit, like, obviously, just basically send Jade on a crazy tour of the kitchen just to make them run out of the kitchen for a bit. Petra, anyway. Send Petra for
Petra's going to be fine. We need Jade to do it.
Yeah, we need Jade to do it. And so if we get Petra to run around in the kitchen, just make her a little crazy, get them to run out of the kitchen for a bit, and I can quickly get in there, move the thing, because it doesn't matter if it makes noise, because there won't be no one in there. And then I'll
make Petra
just,
crazy, just go invisible and tap her.
and then I can go down underneath, and I probably have a bit more survivability chances of whatever's down there, rather than yourself, New.
It'd be really, really nice if we had somebody that knew silence right now.
But then you wouldn't be able to cast spells.
We don't need to cast spells for me to move a
I mean, it
stove.
makes more sense for the sneaky guy to do the sneaky thing.
Sneaky guy can't see through the magical darkness. That's why it made sense for me to do it while invisible.
Yeah, but I mean, he's not trying to fight or anything. He can easily put his hand on the wall and follow. He knows where the stove is.
Well, not to mention, for that to happen, that means 2 or 3 people have to be in the kitchen, and not noticed while we try to get people out.
I mean, if
Plus,
we get
magical
people out-
darkness is a little bit obvious.
Yeah, it's like a big black cloud. People will notice that pretty fast.
Pretty much.
How much have you been practicing your smoke shenanigans, Amaranth? Do you think you could potentially make the cloud of magical darkness
Wouldn't
appear
it be-
like...
Wouldn't it be easier for me to do a performance in the pub than to try and make it a smoke thing to try and keep people from not seeing?
Like, make it seem like one of the stoves just started spewing black smoke, darkness everywhere.
Cal's heading downstairs.
Good plan.
We're just making
Okay,
things so
so
over.
Cal goes downstairs.
You are
Where's
not
Cal?
invisible anymore.
I do need to fix the regions if I can.
And actually, ooh, wait a minute.
You from there to up, bottom of the stairs.
Oh, I can target all 4 of us with invisibility. Because I'm forced to upcast when I'm not using my innate spellcasting,
put my head
which means I
in
could target
the
4
kitchen.
people.
I see Petra there. I just holler over at Petra a second.
Petra, he's calling you over.
Gonna-
You're in the middle of cutting things. Do you go to him or what do you do?
Like, I'm
Becca
chopping.
turns around with a knife just kind of in her hand. She goes, Yeah?
with a serious look, looking at you, and I beckon you over.
Petra will set the knife down and excuse herself and walk over to Cal.
He is gonna follow Cal down because, of course.
And just like her mother, she shouldn't put her arms on her hips. What?
I need you to cause a distraction in this room to get the other two chefs to leave for about 2 minutes, so I can get into a secret door that's in that kitchen. Can you do that?
Is there a window in the kitchen?
There are 2 windows in the kitchen. Sorry, 3
Petra's
windows.
gonna jump out of one of them.
I was gonna say, just crawl up the walls. I'd be freaked out by then.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
you're
Petra's
just-
just
you're
gonna
just
start
gonna-
climbing the walls. And
Alright,
like,
They now think she's a demon.
and vocally
Possessed.
making the spider noise.
First grabs a can of pea soup.
Okay. And alright, so the smaller person here that's cooking immediately screams and runs out the back door, terrified. The other larger chef watches you crawl up the wall, kinda grits his teeth a little bit and looks rather annoyed, and he goes, "That's not cutting my carrots."
There's a spider in here. I need to get it.
Oh, he screams and runs like a little girl. No. The spider.
Oh, I think I see it. Hits Petra with a frying pan.
Now get down from there.
Alright, so you've managed to scare one of them out of the room. They're convinced that you are some kind of demon at this point. Good job.
I'll go downstairs and I'll ask Lindsay. I was like, Lindsay, are you gonna come downstairs with us and watch the shenanigans?
Sure, always.
You gonna do anything else, Petra?
And then Petra's gonna jump out the window.
So you're just gonna go up the wall and then just out a window?
Yeah, like right over his head because he's like kind of by the window.
Make sure to take the knife. I'm sure he'll want his knife back.
Okay. A 2. Okay. So, he gets very upset that you've not only broken his window, but you've also stolen one of his favorite knives, and he takes off out the back door to go chase you down and demand his knife
Petra
back.
just sets it back on the windowsill, and she climbs back into the window.
He runs out and she just comes back in. She's like, "You good?" Goes back to
quickly.
cutting.
Quickly, obviously, look over this metal thing to try and see if there's a latch on it or something like that, just to try and see if I can open it and move it quickly.
The stove that you were at,
Is it this one or is it the other side? Sorry.
it's this one.
Oh, okay, sorry about
It's the
that.
other side,
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry. This one then.
The
Okay.
empty one.
So you pull it and you very quickly realize it's a lot lighter than you expected. As you
Okay.
pull it, it just slides right across the floor. You can tell by how light it is with your passive perception. This stove has been hollowed out. It has none of the stuff inside of it that would normally make it heavy, likely so that it would be easier to move. And as soon as you move it, you realize that there has been a hatch installed in the floor.
Petra, move this back after I go down this hatch.
Okay.
I will head down the hatch and I expect Petra to put it back quickly.
Petra just kind of pushes it with her finger and goes back to chopping vegetables, like nothing happened.
It looks like the stream also doesn't have permission to be
No one's allowed to see me.
apparently, not even the stream.
That's just how stealthy he is.
Just how good I am. I even stealth twitch.
Even Twitch can't see me. Ah, ha, ha, ha.
The plan has come to fruition.
There we go. Still can't see you on the stream, but it has permission, so I don't know why it's not. Anyway. You know what? I think I know. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Well, I'll just leave that be then. Alright, so you go down. There's a ladder leading downstairs, and then when you get down there, you realize the walls have been carved open to create some sort of manufactured cavern.
Oh, how dark is it down here?
It's very dark. You do see that there is light further down, but it's quite dark.
Obviously, I have low light vision and dark vision of being elf. So
Yeah, you'd be able to see that ahead of you there is a turn, and it looks like around the turn there might be some sort of light. And
So
these
I will
stealth-
be stealthy. I was going to say, yeah, I'd be very, very stealthy coming up here, obviously, as slow as I can, and peer around the corner, not obviously bring my whole body just careering around the corner.
and just like skipping along. La-di-da-di-da.
Bring out your dead! 29, let's go.
Okay, with a 29, nobody has any idea that you're there.
So there's people there.
Oh yeah, that's what I can see. I turn my ear thing back on and allow
Okay.
like people to hear, or whoever's got it to hear it.
Alright? So, in that case, it sounds like you can't tell what they're saying, but it sounds like from the way that they're humming what they're saying, it's likely that they're reciting some sort of rituals. As you watch, another person comes out from, it appears to be a back room, and they walk around to the front of this, appears to be an altar of some sort. And they begin to do something with the body while also joining in the hymns.
Does it look like some sort of sacrifice or some sort of dark magic from what I can tell?
It looks like it could definitely be. It clearly has the potential to be that. If you want to do an Arcana check, I can tell you more if you're lucky.
Well, we know it's necromancy because I felt necromancy earlier.
Oh, that was so close to a 20.
Yeah, you have no
Oh, no
idea.
shit.
Leave the arcana to the people who do the arcana.
Yeah, but the people with the Arcana aren't here.
Well, you could just tell them to come down, couldn't you?
No, because they're too dumb and loud.
By the time either of the chefs get back, all the vegetables will be cut. Like all of them.
Where I'm standing, obviously here, looking around the corner, do I notice anything else I could possibly go up and hide behind so I wouldn't notice like these little pillars like here?
That's a bench.
A bench.
If you wanted to, you could sneak forward and hopefully not be seen. Hide behind the bench if you wanted to.
Just a thought, I don't know if that would give me a better peripheral vision of the room from what I can see. Just not entirely convinced. I can't understand what they're saying. I guess they're chanting, so. And do I see any obvious signs of magical weaponry?
I wouldn't say any signs of magical. What you said, magical weaponry, or did you say magic
or
Okay.
weaponry.
There's definitely magic being performed. You can see there's some sort of. It appears to be like ethereal manipulation going on at the altar. You can see the person that seems to be leading this ritual is manipulating some almost like smoke-like essence.
He turned the spy's murmur on, so how much of this can I actually hear?
They're chanting fairly loud, so you'd be able to hear quite a bit of it.
I'm gonna motion to Amaranth and Windsor and be like, we should head down there. See if we can get in behind him. Sounds like he's found something.
Do you say that down the spy's murmur?
You would
No.
have heard it, because you had your spy's murmur turned on, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Cal would have heard you.
Is this-
I will come back to this point so I can whisper without hopefully being heard.
Okay.
Whisper down the spy's murmur. They're performing some sort of ritual, obviously explain basically what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Highly magical. I don't know how much the innkeeper might know about it. Obviously, we know it's necromantic, so we know it's obviously God doing something bad. But I don't know how we're going to get down here without being subtle, or we're just going to go completely overt.
Well, if the kitchen is still cleared out, we can easily get down there still.
There's not much space down here for all of us, though. That's the problem. We'll be gutted up, if that makes sense.
Well, assuming I can get out there without having to cast it, I could then just, once we are all down there, assuming even if it's only wide enough for us to go single file, I can make us all invisible. Because 5th level invisibility allows me to target up to 4 people, and since I have to cast everything at 5th level, if I cast it, that's all 4 of us.
Oh, Petra's
Assuming
just getting
Petra
let
stays
down.
up. Assuming Petra stays up top to make sure the coast is clear on our way back out.
That's right. We should leave the tank up top.
Probably want Petra down here. I tell you what, though, if you make the rest of you invisible, and then I'll just stay hanging at the back because I'm quite stealthy anyway, and then we can obviously advance from there. But you guys will have to be quiet when you come down the stairs.
I wish you all the best.
I say we go, get into the kitchen, see if poke our head in, see if the coast is still clear.
Is that what you guys are doing then?
Yep.
That's what you said you're gonna do. Bex, Windsor, are you going as well?
Yeah.
I guess so. I think this is a bad
Then
idea.
I'll move you over here to the kitchen.
Oh, that's exactly why we should do it.
The kitchen is still empty. The only thing you see in there is Petra.
Alright,
Still cutting away at the vegetables.
We're all
gonna
horrified.
get Petra's attention quickly and be like, which stove was it that Cal went through?
Look at the floor.
I don't have time for that.
I don't have time to think!
Petra just puts her arms on her hips and goes,
Petra gets grumpy when she
that
has
one.
work to do and gets interrupted.
Alright, well,
and she points at the metal one.
Neve's gonna go to move it, and as she motions for Petra to come on, because this is gonna be shenanigans, we gonna need her. I wanna...
Petra's gonna leave like a little ripped up piece of paper with like a smiley face on it on the knife.
Yeah, that doesn't make
counter.
any. Yeah, the demonic child that went up on the roof and has now left a smiley thing with a knife and all the vegetables cut up. Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
No, not at all. Right.
How much space is under the stove? Like, can I see the trapdoor under it without moving the stove?
If you got down on all fours, you'd be able to see. Like, if
Is
you
it-
got down, it's a clawfoot potbelly stove, so it's actually raised up off the ground a good few inches, and has like a potbelly section for putting in coals and things like that to heat up the top of the stove.
Is it possible to even get a crack of the thing open without moving the stove?
I mean, you could crack it open, but it'd only go up maybe an inch or two before it hit the bottom of the potbelly stove.
That's all I would technically
Petra's
need.
just going to move the stove.
Well, I'm thinking about
She's just
having
like
the
being
stove...
sneaky. Petra just grabs the stove and moves it.
No,
Okay.
I'm thinking about having the stove back where it needs to be when we're all down there, which I could accomplish by you going down, moving the
Petra
stove
already
back.
moved the stove.
Yes, but I'm talking about after we're all down there, not having it left out. If they went
Petra
down,
will-
I move the stove back, and then I can Misty Step through the gap to the floor below.
Petra can just move it back.
Through the latch of the thing? You couldn't move it back, you have to come with!
Petra might be short enough to stand in it because it's hollowed out and not a solid thing. While
did
you
say
guys
that.
go down there.
Yeah, it's hollowed out, and people would have had to have gone through the trap door and come out without making the people know that there's a door, a secret hideout there.
True. Alright, let's just fucking go then.
So in that case, you guys move the stove out of the way, open the trap door, get down in there. Petra does some shenanigans to get it wedged back into place as she's going down, and that will put everybody in the same area. So let
I
me.
can't
Once
see.
we get down there, do we start looking for a button or lever?
Okay. So in that case, because somebody actually looked for it, Windsor, you pretty quickly realize once you're down here that there is a rope that if you pull on it, drags the stove back into place.
There has to be something there. It would make no sense if there wasn't something there.
Our hands are open to Petra.
Here, Petra, pull.
Petra already put it back.
Right, are we invisible now? Or are we not invisible yet?
I actually have to cast it.
You actually have to cast it.
Which means I can target everybody that's not Cal, because Cal's naturally sneaky, and everybody's invisible.
Yeah, well, Petra can't see shit.
You don't need to.
You can see
Somebody
there's a
gonna hold
light.
her hand?
You can see there's a light just past me. Just faintly, there's a light past me.
She can't see further than 5 feet in front of her.
That's fine. Cal put his hand on her shoulder and just like lean in and say, "Don't worry, there's some light up ahead. You'll be able to see."
He just feels the edge of her axe on his arm
She's just like ready to go.
before she speaks. Before he speaks. And then it just abruptly stops once he starts speaking. So she puts it back.
She almost takes off his arm for touching her in the dark. Man, Petra's jumpy.
girl's
It's
gotta
like
be
she's
prepared.
traumatized or something.
Oh, I wonder why.
Can't imagine. Alright, so what's the plan? You guys are now... 4 of you are now invisible. Cal, you're just sneaky. What's the plan?
We sneak forward. Me and Amaranth can see if we can figure out what's going on with whatever ritual is going on, and if we need to interrupt it, we interrupt it.
Cool. So go analyze what it is. If we need to do something, we need to do something.
Petra grabs Amaranth's wrist.
I'm gonna sneak forward just as
Alright,
much
I
as
need
I
a
can
stealth
without
check
being
from all of
Stealth
you.
check.
at advantage because invisible, or no?
At advantage because you're invisible.
I really just think this is a bad idea. I'm just saying this now.
Oh, damn. And Petra's not sneaky whatsoever. None of us are.
I did say it was a bad idea!
Okay.
You could leave Cal just to do everything on his own in the...
Zamrat's yelling him in the hall, "It's a bad idea." We wonder why we're not stealthy.
Alright. 13, 11, 13, and a 10. And that's with
Whoa, we're
advantage. You guys
consistent.
rolled with advantage. Yeah, you guys are consistently bad. That's important. So, you go stumbling forward in the dark, and miraculously, the people do not hear your stumbling and bumbling, over their chanting and ritual prayers.
Immortal. Immortal.
20 passive arcana. Do I recognize anything from the ritual or anything?
We got plenty of tab. Why do we need more?
Please stop. Please stop.
You don't recognize anything per se, but it's very quickly apparent from the books that you've been reading about Lichdom that they're attempting to turn the dude at the head of the room into another lich.
Fuck this shit, we're shooting a fireball!
Likely to replace the liches that have been killed.
Okay, well.
Before she does that, I'll back up to around the corner where the rest of the group is, very quietly, and, you know, let them know, hey, it seems like a ritual to make another lich.
So it's a ritual?
That bitch!
Oh my god! Oh.
Give me patience, give me patience!
Alright.
Oh,
I'm going to
on one today.
accidentally
He
forget
is.
to use a careful spell on Windsor this time.
Right, so what sort of surprise do we want to give them? Do you want me to shoot the guy first? Because...
Well, ideally, we would get Petra up in front because we don't want anybody getting... There's light up ahead. You'll be fine.
Yeah, but she can't see right in front of her right now.
Right now.
If
it'll
you
be fine.
turn the corner, I'm sure you will be able to see the light. Even if
Oh.
Foundry doesn't let you see the light, like, in reality, you would see the fucking light.
Okay, I see it now. Where the fuck is everybody else?
Behind you, in the darkness.
Oh, right, they're all invisible. I'm dumb.
And then
So are you.
we keep Cal back in the darkness, and we all just kind of prepare something, probably targeting the guy at the front, because he's probably the one doing most of the control over the ritual.
I have an idea.
And
Well, it's a bit too late for all of this, but it's great that you're having all this conversation.
Throw Petra at the guy at the front of the room.
I feel like that's also a very bad idea.
Well, I mean, Windsor did it once. At Toby.
Yeah. One person, not with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people that you look like they're magic casters as well. Doing necromancy spells.
I say we just engage and kill the one at the front as quickly as possible, then mop up the rest.
Okie dokie, everyone good with that plan?
Sure.
Okay, do you want to move up then, Windsor?
Oh, wait, you want me in there? No, God, no. That's horrible.
Like, can I change my answer?
Petra, do you want to move up a little bit? A little bit more. Down one.
Okay, so the guy in the casket, the guys with the armor on, or which one's being turned into a lich again?
The one in the black.
As soon as we're all in position, I want to start casting.
The dead guy on the table's being turned into a lich,
Oh, okay.
supposedly.
But we want to attack the guy in black.
I'm not attacking. I'm not attacking the guy in black. I am just throwing the fireball at the fucking body, so we
Okay.
burn the body.
Alright, roll your initiative.
Yay.
Smell sickening radiance.
Just gonna.
Oh, let's go. Advantage doing me good.
Alright, so we are gonna start with a surprise round. And
Surprise, it's
because
around.
you guys are yeah, surprise, it's around. Because you guys are obviously jumping out, and then we'll go into initiative order. That being said, we're starting off. What is it that you're doing, Mew?
Careful spell, Sickening Radiance. Right there.
The red icon with
Yep.
the red measure. Okay. Careful spell, Sickening Radiance, which means Constitution saving throw. Which the big guy passes, and the little guys fail. The other little guys pass. So the 3 on the left here fail.
29 damage and a point of exhaustion.
Right?
I'm gonna step. Oh, I didn't want to do. God damn it! I'm on the wrong fucking thing. Because I was gonna step forward a little bit to make space for other people to come through.
I mean, the problem is, yeah, it's careful castle, but even if we step into it, don't we let it get affected?
Nope, because sickening. So, careful spell makes it so you automatically pass the saving throw for my spell that I'm using it on. But since Sickening Radiance, you don't take any effect if you pass the saving throw. You just don't take any effect because you automatically pass the saving throw.
Yeah, you
So
pick
you
the person you want to be.
Well, right, but I thought you had to do a saving throw every round.
No, we decided, like, when I first picked this up, that because I cast it that way, it's persistent, so...
Yeah, it's programmed into the spell, so to speak.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. So they took damage. Petra, what are you doing for your surprise round?
She's gonna run at this guy and try to smack him with her axe. After she rages, takes the form of the beast. Specifically.
Alright, this guy here.
Yes.
Okay. So you rush forward. And you rage, form of the beast.
And we have
Got the tail.
advantage on your attack because you're invisible.
Yep.
Oh,
On the first attack, anyways.
Yeah.
okay.
A 16 will hit.
Use myself for a moment there.
Alright, so you run up behind him, draw out your axe, bring it down heavy, do a fair bit of damage to him. Pull it back to do it again, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. 25 will hit.
Consistent damage.
Yeah. Nothing if not consistent.
And that will end Petra's turn.
That makes it Windsor's turn. What's Windsor doing
Yeah,
this turn?
I'm gonna decide what I want to do. And just move here and attack. $19.
19 will not hit.
Because it's from the...
Oh, no, you're invisible, right?
Yep.
For your first attack? Yeah, 19 will hit. Never mind.
Okay. 8
for
fire
8
damage.
damage.
Okay, next attack.
A 22 will hit. Nine more damage.
Double crit.
Sadly, that doesn't work that way.
Still
That'd be
double.
great.
Double
That is a
20s.
crit.
Those are the only 20s Windsor is going to get during this entire
34
session.
fire damage.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. He takes half the damage. And still dies. Oh, no. Did I hit half? No, No, I didn't hit the half. He's basically dead, but not dead. Okay.
It's okay, he's
23.
got one more hit.
23 will hit.
Ten fire damage.
And that will kill him.
All I imagine is Windsor just flicks him in the forehead and he dies.
He printed doink. He's just like, I can still fight.
There, and then my turn.
Right, Amaranth, what are you doing for surprise round?
Sorry, Fireball, but I need to move my template. Place
Uh,
it around, please.
so you're casting Fireball, doing the green template there.
Yeah, I just need to move it quickly.
Okay. Where do you want it? Right here?
Yee, baby.
Alright, so...
Lots of pain for many of those things.
Okay. So that is a dexterity saving throw, I believe? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. What's your thing? It didn't pop up in chat.
It did pop up first of all because I said when I saw that you said that they were doing a necromancy spell, I just said I was going to fire a straight fireball.
Oh, you popped it up way back there. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, and then it was the case that Lee was saying before I do that this is what's going to happen.
So the big guy makes the save. Just the small people. The small people do not make the save. Roll damage.
Oh, these poor smaller mages.
Well, those two are probably dead.
Probably. 21.
21.
Let's see. They survive. They are near death and barely injured. Because they took half damage. This dude takes half damage.
I thought you said they failed.
They did fail.
What are they?
They
why
have
do
something
take half
that
damage?
because they mostly have something that protects them from fire.
So as the fireball rains down and blasts at them, they don't have something that protects them against fire. However, their form shifts, and you watch as they smear just this void reality around them, causing them to take half damage.
Even with her casting from invisible?
They can see the explosion. They can see the attack itself, which is the requirement.
Okay. And then, as my last thing, I will cast my Hound of... No, I can't. I think it's still in the circle. No, I can't do that song. That is the end of my turn.
Whose turn is next?
That'd be
Yeah.
mine. I'll take a sharpshooter shot at the guy in black.
Okay. I'll see Ian's thinking. Oop.
Yep, get rid of Amrath.
Oh.
A 16 does not hit.
I'll use my blessed aim.
Okay.
Obviously, it does now.
Yeah, it obviously it does hit now. Which you also have sneak attack damage.
And plus 10.
Yep. $37 damage. Plus your
And 4
damage.
radiant.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know.
aware. I'm aware how defensive you are about your 4 radiant damage.
It's 1d6 of radiant.
Yeah, you're surprised what radiant does to a necromantic thing, because it's holy magic.
No, really? God, you realise that?
Okay. So you draw back, and right as you're about to miss, your finger just twitches just slightly, just enough to change your arrow's direction, causing you to strike a rather hefty blow against the pole. It's the end of the surprise round. News turn.
I'm gonna step back into the shadow to make it harder for things to hit me, since then they'll have disadvantage. And I'm just gonna try and end these two that are near death.
Okay.
Starting with the one that's closer to me, and that
14. You are not invisible because of surprise round. 14 is an attack that they can see.
and they're facing the other direction.
Hmm?
And I'm obscured by shadow.
They would have turned as soon as they were attacked. Like, I don't know about you, but as soon as you get hit, you turn. I just have to turn the things around. So... yeah, that's for this one here, right?
Mm-hmm.
You rolled a 14. He's going to say no to that and just not hit. The other one, 17. That will hit. You're attacking this one here, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So this one will get hit.
And damage.
That is enough to end him. Now about two of them.
Let's go. And Constitution saving throw from the big guy.
Okay. He fails.
Let's go. 31 damage and a point of exhaustion.
Okay. Not sure how to do exhaustion. They seem to have changed it in a weird way. I don't appreciate it. But that's fine. Okay, 1 point of exhaustion for him. It's now his turn. He is going to cast.
Okay, can I counterspell that, please?
You can try.
Okay.
That's a
Oh,
That's
what is
a
the size
spell.
of that? 60
Yes.
foot that's hitting. Wait, that probably doesn't go through walls and shit, does it? I was gonna say that's gonna hit like everybody in the floors above, but no.
Depends if it's gaseous or something.
I'm going to upcast it as well, because I think I'm going to have to, because it's a level
Upcast
6.
to 5th level? Okay.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
Okay. You still need to roll for it then?
That's fine. So, just roll a D. Is it D20?
Your spellcasting ability. So, charisma. Check through.
Let's go, baby.
22. As you attempt to do that, he will counterspell your counterspell.
Oh, fuck you, bitch! Wait, can I use my rune of reflection on that because he's targeting me? Can I reflect the counterspell back onto him?
He's targeting your spell, not you. I appreciate what you attempted to do there.
Technically, he's targeting her because she's the source of the spell. You can't actually target her spell.
Counterspell is targeting their spell.
Yeah, that's you have to cast. You still have to target the caster though, because the caster is the person casting the spell.
Yeah, I appreciate what you tried to do there. I do like the creative use of it, but that's not how the rune works. You have to be actually assailed by something. You have to be the target of a spell that's actually targeting you, not a preventing what you're doing. So
yeah, and it's like a saving throw, so yeah, that's fine.
Counterspell does say you are attempt to interrupt a creature, so that sounds like targeting a person to me, not targeting the spell.
I'll tell you what. I'll be fair here, because I initially designed it to work the way that I'm saying. However, I will accept that my wording was not specific enough. Odds or evens?
I hate this odds. Oh, of course.
It was 50-50.
I know. I know.
Okay, so the counterspell does in fact work. Your rune of reflection is not able to reflect anything that doesn't actually physically attack you in some way. Well, physically attack you in some way.
So
What level is he
you count?
casting his counterspell at, though?
He will be upcasting his counterspell to match her counterspell. So 5th level. Let me mark off the 5th level slot for him.
Does he still have to roll?
No, because if you when you read right here, it says blah 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 blah. If it's casting at 4th level or higher, oh no, no, he has to cast
equal
it.
to the level of the spell slot you used.
Yeah, hold on.
So it's a meets or beats.
Yeah.
Meets it, beats it.
Yeah, so he's matching her level to crush it, which will then prevent him from having a reaction for the rest of the round. However, he does in fact cast Circle of Death. Why does that say DC 13? That is not his thing. Why are his
No,
stats
keep it at that. I think it's better to be kept at, DC 13.
I'm sure you do, but his stats are messed up. Oh, you know what? I had to remake his thing. It got fucked up. That's why. Yeah. He has more than than this tiny number for this stuff. Go ahead and roll your Constitution saving throws, but the DC to beat is actually 20. I don't know why. Well, I do. It's messed up.
I did a big fuck for that!
Petra fails.
Everybody fails, but I still pass it somehow. I'm very, very happy. I still feel bad for everybody else, of course.
She's like,
God.
it's terrible for you.
Yeah. She feels really bad.
I do. I mean, I tried. I cast counters though as well to try and counter it so that no one would get hurt.
So
Or it's gonna blow a luck point.
everyone but Amaranth will take.
Anyway,
this
Windsor's
damage.
gonna blow a luck point.
Yeah, once we're doing a lot
Okay.
point.
Okay.
Ah.
Alright. Windsor will still take that damage then.
Did you say I take half or none? Sorry.
I'm double checking that right now just to be sure. Half on a successful save.
Why'd you roll again there?
Concentration.
Yeah. Because she took
Shit.
damage. She had to do a concentration check.
Yep, that failed.
Yeah, that big fail. So let me get rid of all these measuring templates because we don't need any of them anymore.
Take her death.
Do what?
Cake, please.
Cake or death.
Sorry, we ran out of cake. We were expecting a run.
I'll take the chicken then.
My choices are or death.
I'll take the chicken then.
Can't
And
remember
as
the
a
next line. Can't remember who. There you go, tasty.
okay, and then as his bonus action, he will drink a potion of superior healing.
You bitch.
And then tell me about it. Like he needs that much help.
Well, he took quite a bit from me, to be fair.
Yeah, yeah,
And from me,
yeah. Between
Good.
the
what,
you,
Whole point.
31 from me?
you guys did shoot him pretty hard.
Yeah, between me and Cal, he's taken
Um.
approximately 80 damage. Like, no, 73. Because Cal did 41
Oh, that's why it wasn't working. I was on the measuring
or
tool. My
42,
mistake.
and I did 31.
Okay, and
Well-
that is the end of his turn. It's now Petra's turn.
Kill it all.
Yay. Real quick, is this guy facing like that way or something?
This dude here.
Yes.
He would have turned around to face his attacker. Who attacked him? I think it was New.
Nobody's
attacked
No
attacked
one's
him.
attacked
Nobody
him yet.
attacked him.
He,
It
I
was
don't
New
know.
that got him a sickening radiance, so he would have turned to face her. I'll actually
Okay.
turn these people in that general direction because they've obviously know that you guys are here now.
that one's dead. How he turned in when he dead?
Because I'm
Rolling
dumb
over
and I
his
haven't
grave.
moved them out of the way.
Well,
Standing in his grave. Duh.
Petra's going to attack this guy with her axe.
Okay. Stabby, stabby, stab.
Oof.
Yay.
Well, there you go. Nat 1 to a nat 20. So,
Not getting another
he's
nat 20 again.
Dead.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Alright, I just need to add my 1d6 to this.
Not dead yet.
Oof.
Oof. 32 damage. And he uses his ability to kind of shift his form and
Why
still
does that have
fucking
a
dies.
plus 20 on it?
So I'm just gonna apply that damage and watch him squeak out of existence.
Why does that have a plus 20 on it?
I'm looking to double check.
Unless that's the max damage or something, I don't know.
16 is the max damage. 1d10 plus 1d6 because she's attacking from the front.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it, but keep going for now.
I mean, the
Okay.
dude's still probably dead because
Oh, yeah.
16 plus...
Yeah, no, he's dead.
Petra's rushing this guy now.
Okay. She just rushes forward, she just chops one dude in half
Yep.
and is like, yeah! Jumps over the bench at the next guy.
Yep.
27! That will hit. For 9 damage. And he is dirt.
And Petra will move there. I'll end her turn.
She went proper murder hobo.
She did. She's murdering people left and right.
Okay.
Should have seen what she did when you guys went camping.
Which one do I want to fight? Okay. We figure out what their AC is yet?
18 will hit. Oh, him? No, 18 will not hit.
Yeah, I think that it's like 18, I think, for the rest of them, but not... I think he's like 25 or 20 something.
Depends on if they can see the attack or not.
I
Yep.
thought that was just half
Also.
damage. Okay. I will do.
If they can see the attack, their AC goes up. That's what the dark smudging thing is. I showed the ability before in another thing,
Yeah.
but I'll post it here because I don't think Bex and Cal or
Yeah, 'cause they were
Amaranth and
gone.
Cal weren't here. So the thing that's protecting them is, where's the features? Is this right here. Yeah, this.
Anyways, we used to key point, bump it up to 20.
Okay. 20 does not hit.
Okay. $24.
24 does hit.
And fire damage.
Okay. There.
Closed. Let's do this.
The 12 does miss, yes. I'm trying to... Oh, why is that there? That's not where it's supposed to be.
And we'll blow luck point. Roll again.
You said you're rolling again?
Yeah, luck point to roll again. 21.
21 will hit.
12 and
Alright,
then a
so-
21.
21 is the AC if they can see it. For him, anyways.
So,
9 fire damage. And I'm done.
so yes and no.
I think if they can see it, it's the half damage.
It can only be used once.
Mm.
Per round, they can only do it once. But it buffs their AC for the whole round. But you actually need to roll damage twice, because I just remember, because he actually already used his reaction to counterspell the counterspell. So he actually wasn't able to use it this round. So you actually need to roll damage twice. You would have hit him that one time that I said.
14.
Okay. And then roll damage a second time for the one that I mistakenly said that you missed her. That's what I was playing around with, going like, where the hell did I put it?
13 fire.
Okay. There we go. He is now injured. So, I lied. You ran up and you just socked him in the mouth a few times. Because he deserves it for being a liar and pretending that he could dodge. Maybe
Don't
Amaranth's
break the game
turn.
engine.
Bam, just punch my computer. That'd be great, right? Already had one malfunction. May as well, right? It's fine.
Yeah, just fuck it up some more. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. That is outside the wall. You can't see outside the wall.
No, but I can't fight. Oh, I can't fucking cast it because Windsor would be a dick.
Oh, it's dexterity, babe.
Do you want to risk it?
Sure, why not?
Okay, well then we'll
You
move the
would have
template.
to cast it.
Oh, but then that gets Spectre as well. Can I move it up down one?
But yeah, you move that.
There we go. That's
Yeah,
what
you
we'll
can
do.
you can see that. You just can't put it like inside a wall. I mean, I
No, that's
guess
fine, yeah.
I guess you could put it on the wall like this, but you can't put it like past.
No, that's fair.
We go up one.
Okay, 18
Oh.
dex save.
Then should I go up one
Cool.
then? So Mrs. Windsor then.
Yeah. Means I doesn't have to roll a dex save. Spell up on.
I'll blow a luck point. My last luck. There you go. Make my save.
Are you saying to go up like because
Yeah, I think you have to go up.
yeah, you'd have to go up to, but he already rolled his save.
Don't worry
22, and he already used the luck point, so yep, he makes it, and the cult leader does not roll damage.
Yay.
What about the little guy?
Oh, right, little guy is still alive, isn't he?
Not much
Yeah,
longer.
he fails too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not much longer.
28 damage. He saw the attack coming. Only protection. What was the other one? So I had another one. Yeah, fuck it, I don't care that much. Apply it. He's still alive. He's not feeling good, but he is still alive.
I
And
mean-
then
Boss.
Until his turn hits
Yep,
and takes
I'm-
more damage because he
Exactly.
behind the bus. Okay.
And then I'll then cast Hound of Ill Omen.
Amaranth goes to cast Fireball. She shouts out, Windsor, your horse! He instinctively dodges.
You guys are just cruel to me. That's what you are. Cruel.
I mean, you did kill his horse.
By accident. You need to. I think you need to add health to my Hound of Ill Omen because he is currently dead.
Yeah, he's usually dead.
Hey.
He has a max HP of 0, actually, for some reason.
Okay, cool.
He has 10 HP normally, right?
I think so. 10 or 11.
Yeah, 10. I don't know why his max HP was 0, but that's fine. We don't need a living dog, right? You just
Yes,
throw
we
a
do.
corpse at him. Alright, roll your attack. $19 will hit, so he has.
Technically, you'd have advantage as well because of where Windsor is.
It would also have 5
makes the
temporary hit points.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it gets temporary hit points, doesn't it?
Temporary hit points equal to half her sorcerer level.
I applied that damage, right? I'm not crazy. Yeah. That makes it Cal's turn, unless you got anything else you can do, Amaranth.
Nope, that's me done.
Right, I will take advantage, take an aim shot, and try and shoot him again with the sharpshooter shot.
Okay. Well, does not hit.
And Toby returns.
I mean, Dad, you've had very good hits when you do hit. You do like 30 damage when you do.
Alright, so
Just
it's
have
his
to.
turn. I need you to roll your vitriolic sphere.
I just have to hit.
Amaranth.
What?
I need your vitriolic sphere damage.
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's the start of his turn. $14. He's not feeling good. Also, your dog learned to control acid, and that's terrifying.
Well, it's instantaneous, but yes, of course. He he's a good dog. He's a good dog. Very good dog.
There you go. He's not dead yet. So he is going to first off.
Is he going to cry that the rest of his friends are all now dead?
No, actually. He's got bigger plans than that. He is going to use his Aronian glyph to essentially quicken spell, which will allow him to first Eldritch Blast. And he's going to attack.
You can tell she's got the measure template there, trying to measure. Oh, how far can this guy?
Eldritch Blast, even without any invocations, can reach this entire area easily.
Yeah, I'm deciding who he would actually attack in this case, because Petra's near him, but hasn't really done much to him. Windsar's attacking like his boss, and these two magical people back here have been a pain in the ass. So.
But also, Petra just sliced through two of his friends with relative ease.
Yeah, so he's
And is
already
now
accepted
coming
his fate.
towards him.
Yeah, he's already accepted his fate. This is a Hail Mary that he's doing right now.
Fair enough.
I think he would probably go for Windsar. Because he's already accepted that he's going to die, so he would probably try to give his boss the best that he can. So he's going to attack Windsar. Make sure his stats are... King... Windsar, why?
What were you saying about Toby again?
Now I'm kind of wanting him to have hit Petra.
16 damage.
Wow.
He gets plus 10?
And then he's going to...
Why the fuck he get plus 10?
Right there. Okay. So I need... Why is that 10? That's not... Their stats are always so messed up. I really oughta pay more attention to the crap. Okay. I need you guys to make your dexterity saving throws. DC's 18.
Petra gonna fail. Watch it.
Wow, Petra
Be
lived.
quiet.
Windsor.
Yeah, try to.
$18 meets it, beats it. Okay, so his fireball is essentially near useless, but he does do half damage to you guys. No, does not do half damage to Windsor actually. So half damage to Petra. 21 damage to Petra.
Half 21 damage.
Yeah, half of 21. And that is the end of his turn. Mew's turn.
Just gonna have a whole
This-
bunch of. Wait. That's right. I was gonna. Things. What exactly are these along the side of this?
Candles. Use candelabra.
So I'd probably be able to like move past them, I'd assume.
Yeah, you'd be able to move around them.
And let me think for a second. What is the actual damage on this? Near death? Yeah, I'm gonna move like here basically, and or would it need to be here? It'd probably need to be here, and hit both of these fuckers. Hopefully, like this. How do I
Okay,
rotate
that
this?
is a line.
Why did it?
I
It's
got
supposed
it.
to. God damn it. Should be able to hit both of them. Yeah.
Okay. DC is 15. Let's see. Yes. Little guy fails. And big guy. DC's 15, right?
Mm-hmm.
Big guy saves. Is that half damage or no damage?
I think that's half damage?
Yeah, half damage. Okay.
19. Wait.
This guy
Hang on.
takes full damage. Dip.
Oh, because it changed due to... You changed it, right?
I did. It's stronger.
So its
now.
description is inaccurate.
Yeah. But that's fine. And then he takes half.
I was confused for a second.
Okay.
That is unfortunately direction, and I can't do a bonus.
Out of curiosity, why do you do 2d10 damage?
So she does
Because-
2d10 because remember how I mentioned before that her cold breath felt colder than it used to be, and
That was the day
Some-
that they weren't here.
oh, they weren't here for that. Okay. Basically, you guys are aware of the part of the going back a little bit in the story about how she's discovered that she was actually meant to be a full dragon, but the ritual that they were doing prevented her from actually developing as dragon and turned her into this dragonborn vessel, right? Well, she has acquired a tiny sliver of her draconic power back, which boosted her cold breath, making it
So
a
instead of
tiny
it,
bit more powerful.
so instead of it being d6, she does d10 instead.
Yes.
Well, then it
supposed
should
to
be
scale?
3d10 then.
Yeah.
No.
Oh?
It's not buffed that much. It's just buffed to 2d10 from where it was.
Oh, so she's always 2d10.
Yeah. Well, it'll go up as the thing scales.
Okay,
right,
cool.
but- The question is, how does it scale? Because, like, normally it would be 2d6,
no, you are right.
and
It
then
should
level
be 3.
6 it would be...
Yeah. No, you are right.
Yeah,
it should be
that's-
3d10.
yeah.
Roll another d10.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I was just noticing. It's just that it said that damage increases at 6th level to 3d.
I was looking
Yeah,
at that same
I'll double check.
That
Or I'll
That
get
1d10
that
is
fixed.
helping a shit ton.
Oh, it's absolutely carrying right now. Blip.
It does
Okay.
make the one guy take 1 extra damage, though, because instead of it
He's
rounding
dead.
down to 9, it's rounded down to 10. Or it's an even 10.
Actually, it's only 11 because you do 21 damage. Oh, it's 19, yeah. Oh, no, my bad. Ignore me.
So it did technically cause 1 extra damage to the guy that passed. Because half 19 is only 9 because round down, but half 20 is now 10.
He passed, and then he passed.
Yeah.
Alright, so he turns to the closest person to him and leans forward and whispers something into Windsor's ear.
Windsor, make sure you stand still and make sure you pay attention to as he whispers into your ear.
Yes,
Nod-
pay
nod
close
to Paige.
attention to what he said.
Okay.
Is anybody going to attempt to counterspell him?
Oh, if this is a spell, then sure, yeah.
It is a spell.
I do not
If
have
you-
what it takes.
If you
Ah.
don't counterspell this, he dies. Period.
Okay. Wow. Fuck. Shit. Okay. Cool. Whatever. Like I could totally fucking do that. Yeah.
It's at 9th level. That's a charisma roll. The DC to beat is 19. If you fail, Windsor dies.
Stop giving me more pressure. I don't like this.
Just think of me as my horse.
Doesn't he give us saving
Wait,
throw?
no,
20!
20!
Let's fucking go.
Okay,
Yo,
so
people
as
hate-
he leans forward, he whispers into Torin's ear a word of power, essentially just telling him to die.
I guess
And for a
he-
moment,
Right.
Windsor's heart freezes. Amarin
No, there's no
I
saving
wasn't
throw.
using that.
counterspells it and barely manages to prevent Windsor's death.
I don't fucking think so, Buster. Nobody kills Windsor but me.
As
I mean,
as
what?
a tiny little aside, if you can't meet the spell level of the spell you're counterspelling, you might as well cast counterspell at the lowest level possible because you're gonna have to make the same DC check regardless.
I know.
Yeah, it's you can do the DC or upcast it to match kind of thing.
Oh, so realistically, I should just do 1 instead of 5.
Well,
Well, you can only do it at 5. You
Isn't
can't
it
go. You
third
can't go
level?
lower than its base level.
Yeah, I thought so.
I thought counterspell was 3rd level.
Is it?
Yes, but
yeah,
it's not
yeah,
level, third level.
yeah. So then you would want to do it.
That's still a 3rd level spell slot instead of a 5th level spell slot.
Sure. Oh, well.
I'm just-
I'll-
I'm just deciding if I want to be absolutely horrendous.
No, you can't. You cannot counter my counter. Do not fucking do it.
I'm contemplating.
No, you're not contemplating anything. You're not doing it.
I'll tell you what. Odds are even.
Odds or evens!
Amaranth, odds are evens.
No. Let Windsor pick. Amaranth
Okay,
has bad
okay.
luck and it's Windsor's life.
Windsor, odds are evens. And hold on,
Odd.
before anything.
Okay.
Okay, you're going odds. Okay, I dropped the die. I'm gonna take a picture without touching it. Okay. So
Windsor
he's gonna
dies.
cast counterspell.
You.
You cast it at 5th level,
Yes.
so he will use his second 5th level slot to also counterspell your counterspell. Windsor,
Yes.
you have instantly died from power word.
Oh, there's something. No, that's the just. Oh, the word.
Yeah, it's not unconscious, it's dead.
No, there's a lower level one. Using that. Second version,
Yeah, no, he used 9th level power word kill.
too. Okay.
So Windsor is in fact dead. You watch Amaranth attempt to stop Windsor, and for a moment his heart tries to continue going. However, the cult leader, sensing his magic being interrupted, quickly counterspells the counterspell, and Windsor collapses to the ground. Windsor has died.
Jesus.
That is the end of his turn.
Well, yeah.
Petra, your turn.
Windsor during his turn will start rigor mortis.
I cast Grow Maggot.
Petra's seeing red now.
Yeah, I bet she is. Yeah, this is the first time that you guys have actually had an actual death in this campaign.
Petra's going to attack him.
Okay. You know, I was joking earlier when I said you were the one that I was going to kill, but apparently I have
Yeah,
more serious.
sure. I see how it is.
She wasn't joking.
Apparently.
Apparently I wasn't very punny. Silly me.
I'll go ahead and reckless attack.
DM just went, oh, I got a 9th level caster, I'm just gonna fucking power kill you. Fuck you! That's what you get for being not very funny.
Yeah, make a joke about this one, funny man.
Petra's going to reckless attack.
Yep. And you are fighting him from the front, so you get to do your extra shenanigans. So you have advantage, and you'll get to do extra damage. I believe you do extra damage, right? Yeah, it's 1d6, right? In the front?
Yeah.
You can +2 to attack rolls and 1d6 slashing damage. Yes. So you get... Ooh, 26 is your attack roll? That'll hit.
Boy, I really need to rehear that. 'Cause I thought you said plus to tacos. It's like, what?
Soren, you should turn to the wizards and said, sorry, come again, you're speaking into my deaf ear.
Sorry, this is my bad ear. What was that?
How many times can I reckless attack? Or is it just I do it all, or I just have advantage for the entire turn?
It's your entire turn. It's once you go reckless, your whole turn is reckless.
Once you go reckless, you never go back.
Exactly.
It's nerf or nothing. Pretty much.
Alright, we just got demonetized. No. We're not even monetized, but that's fine. We just got demonetized.
Alright, well, she's gonna attack again.
Crit, there you go.
He deserves it.
Damn. That is a hit. Damn. Petra just runs over, absolutely devastated by seeing one of her friends go down. Swings at him, just kind of clips him a little, and then just lays into him with everything she has in the second, doing vital damage to him.
Yeah, and she's also screaming at him at the same time. Like her hair's all bristled and shit.
Alright, Amaranth's turn. Windsor, if you would, roll a level 11 character for me on D&D Beyond.
You want to introduce him today?
Do what?
You want to introduce him today?
Potentially. We'll see kind of how things go. But this way, you know, at least I'm able to get everything set up for next week at the latest.
Right.
Okay, so I use 7 sorcery points
Excellent. I
Okay.
want to be right now. Give me a minute.
to give myself another level of spell.
Okay, I'm gonna be 11th level monk named Zinzar.
The Dragon Spine.
Is he a brother?
Oh, I mean,
My
all
identical
brother.
twin brother! Immolation.
Winzaro.
Okay. DC is 18. Yeah, that's a big fail. He is on the verge of death. This pillar of fire erupts around his body, setting him alight, and he is in absolute sheer agony on the brink of death.
I fucking hope he is.
These people are dead.
What the fuck? Where is it?
Whose turn is it? Amber.
It's still me. I'm just doing.
Oh, the dog. Right. 23 will hit.
So I just wanted to make sure if I was gonna get something like a 20 if I did it advantage. Oh no, it
You
doesn't
got
matter
exactly
anyway
a 23.
because he's dead. Because it was dead, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, DC 13 saving throw for him. No, that's gonna see if he gets knocked prone.
Nope, he's still standing. But go ahead and roll damage. The dog jumps up and takes a large chunk out of a rather tender area. He is still standing, but just barely.
Okie dokie.
I think I'm
Ow.
still standing.
I'll bring forth my bow, take aim at his head,
Going for a headshot. Gal's pissed. Okay.
and I'll whisper into the bow for Windsor as I take my shot.
Okay.
Windsor doesn't hear it.
Ah, there. Okay, fair enough then.
That was
Fuck
his
you,
bad
Windsor.
ear. That was his bad ear.
That was bad here.
That was his
Yeah.
dead ear.
Yeah.
You guys are terrible, all of you.
We try.
22 will hit.
I thought something was missing. I don't have my infectious fury in my thing. In my character
Describe
sheet.
how he dies.
Oh, it went through his eye and then ripped his head off, which then landed in the pillar. Yeah, literally his head lands in that pillar that's just there and it pins
Just
to the head.
nailed to the
Yeah,
statue.
literally, it just gets hit into that.
Nice.
And so it's literally ripped from his shoulders.
Just putting everything.
It's like when you said the dog leapt up, I was just like, oh yeah, that's cool, because that way the dog leapt up, ripped into his neck, which kind of ripped his most of him open, and the arrow just came in and just took it off.
Okay. And that ends combat.
And
we want to
Windsor.
take a break now or
Yeah.
later?
That ends combat
Breakfast
and
has
Windsor.
come.
You are correct.
How about we take a break? Let Torn do the thing.
Yep.
Alright, so, yeah, we are 20 minutes past our normal break time, but it felt like kind of odd to just be like, alright, Windsor, you're dead. Let's go on break.
Break, yeah. To be continued. Bye.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and take the
Go,
break
go,
now.
lobby.
About 10 minutes or so. Come back. Try to be back. It's 6:30 or 6:21 my time. Try to be back. 9 minutes. So 6:30 my time.
Okie
Okay.
dokie.
So see you guys in like 9 minutes. All right. So you're saying, Petra?
Petra's just gonna start hacking up the mage's corpse, yelling the entire time.
You're screaming and mutilating. That sounds like Petra.
Yep.
I'll go up to Windsor's dead body and put him away to the side. We're not getting covered in claret.
Check
Okay.
around this corner because I don't trust it.
So he's dragged off to the side. And you said you're trekking around the corner to see what's around there?
Yep. Looks like a dead end, so...
As you round the corner, you find a small room filled with torture equipment and cages that are clearly designed to hold humanoid creatures. It's likely that they performed this sacrificial ritual multiple times.
Don't like that.
First, come off his limbs. Chopped up into 10
Yeah.
pieces each.
That'll make it easier to carry Windsor. Good plan.
I'm gonna start
No.
searching the bodies, starting with the leader guy to see
Petra
if
will
we
shove
find
Mew
anything
to the
interesting
side.
in term-
She'll just shoulder check New away and just keep.
Contested strength check. I will not let you just shove me to the side. I am trying to fucking
Just like,
actually
no, I'm
figure out
murdering!
what this guy was doing.
Alright. Give me a perception check.
Funny.
So, you don't find anything on him, but looking him over and kind of inspecting him and the other bodies, you realize that they've done a ritual cleansing and that they're essentially just naked and wearing robes. They've shaved their bodies, they've bathed with oils and different herbs and things. This is obviously a ritual that they've been planning for a while. Cal, with a passive perception of 21, you realize that there's an engraving on the altar.
Can I read it? Or do I understand it?
Let me double check your languages.
Elven and
Yes.
Common.
Yes, you can. It is written in a very old dialect, but it is written in Elvish. And while you specifically do not recognize it, it's clear that what's written on this altar is the lyrics to a song with the way that they're written with certain cadence. And at the very top of it, there's a title written to the song. The title of the song is Canticum Immortalitatis. And yes, I will put that in to chat for you guys.
Thank you.
I already knew you were going to ask. It's Canticum Immortalitatis, which roughly translates to...
Immortal candy.
Exactly, yeah! It roughly translates to the Song of Immortals, or the Immortal Song.
I will call over to Amaranth.
Well, Amaranth is literally just standing in shock. She might not fully remember that her granddad died, but she kind of has a general gist that this is not the first time she's seen someone who's close to her dying right in front of her. So you can call to me, but I'm not gonna answer because I'm standing in shock. You'll have to come and get me.
Shake her a little, slap her around some. She likes that.
I do.
The maid-
I'm holding on to Windsor at the moment, and if she doesn't pay attention, I'll go back to Windsor's corpse, and I'll close his eyes and be saying an elvish nature prayer to him.
Petra will cut the mage open and spill his guts on the floor. And then start chopping at those too.
Petra has lost her shit. Petra has gone beyond mutilating a corpse to mutilating the mutilated corpse.
Once I've finished saying my prayer, I'll get up and go to Amaranth.
Okay. So you get up and kind of snap her out of it.
I'll step up to her and I'll put both my hands on her shoulders in a calming motion and look into her eyes.
Don't stare at me. I don't like that. What? Yes. Oh, hello. Yes. What?
We need you in the room right now. There's things you need to look at.
Okay, don't touch me then. And I'll just slap his hands off of me and walk away.
Do you want me to show you what you need to look at? Because you aren't paying attention at the moment.
Sure. Okay.
I'll take her over to the altar and point out the song. I'll tell her what it is, if she can't read Elvish.
Amaranth, you are not able to read Elvish, correct?
Yeah. Okay.
I'll recite it to her, so she
Amaranth.
can write it down into her book.
Okay. Amaranth, you're able to write down the lyrics successfully. You also immediately recognize them.
I knew it was that frickin' song.
You immediately recognize them, as you have already been to one performance by the Lich Izokis, and this is in fact the lyrics to the song that she was singing.
I'll say I've heard this song before. Me and New went to see one of her performances. Now we know that this is the name of her song. We might be able to actually kill her.
As long as you know how.
I'm gonna take one of my potions of comprehend language and shove it in Amaranth's hands and tell her erase it.
Okie dokie.
As long as you're touching it after the potion, as long as you're touching that surface, you should be able to read that language. Erase it.
And this is what she shall do.
Okay, so you're going to take the potion, and what are you doing to erase it?
Well, she'll write down the name of the song in her
Okay.
book.
So
What does it mean, Canticum Immortalitatis mean exactly? Sorry, you said?
it means Song of Immortality.
Song of Immortality.
Yeah, or Immortal Song. You can translate either. But so are you writing it exactly as written, or are you writing it translated?
I'm just reading the phylacteries and the information we have on them just to double check.
Wait. Before you do that, New's gonna take out a piece of paper and write a note, because we're about to forget this existed. And essentially say, what is written on this pedestal is the phylactery of a lich. Once Amaranth is currently erasing it using her book. Destroy the pedestal. Note to herself.
Okay. Seems like a reasonable course of action.
In the background, Petra's just screaming at this mutilated corpse.
She's just still chopping and screaming while they're, looking at this and praying over
Yep.
Windsor and everything. It's a pretty emotional scene, guys.
Anything and everything that he was wearing is now ripped.
Oh yeah, no, you've absolutely destroyed everything that he was.
He's just a pile of mush at this point.
Oh yeah, no, he's jelly.
Yeah, he's jelly.
His bones are Elmer's glue now.
I'll write it as it is on the actual sign.
Okay.
So I won't do the translation. I'll write it as it is in the actual language it was originally
And
in.
mimicking the Elven script and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. And as you finish the last little flourish of the Elven script, the ink begins to sink into the page. And you forget the song. You don't remember its name. You don't remember any of the lyrics. You don't remember having ever heard it. You know that you went to that concert, but you don't remember her having ever sung. At the same time, everyone throughout all of the world also forgets this song. They forget that it ever existed or that they've ever heard it. You have successfully erased the song from them. Even the Lich Izokis, who's the creator of the song, can no longer remember the lyrics to her own song.
Okay.
You, obviously, you are still holding this piece of paper, and you will have seen that you wrote a note to yourself about it.
Once I notice the paper after she's written in it, and I'll quick read it over, immediately tell everybody to turn away from the thing, because I don't want anybody to see it out of the corner of their eye and have them remember any of it.
Petra's covered in blood and screaming. I don't think she's seen anything.
And then
She's not turning away from
And then I will
anything.
explain what the note says and what just happened.
Okay. And you said to destroy it, though.
Yes, but before we even look in its direction, because I don't want to risk any of us remembering it, because we've seen it. We should move away and destroy it from afar where we cannot read it.
I'll pick up Windsor's body and carry it with me to the door.
I
Okay.
mean, I can cast Shatter on the thing, but I can do it at like...
You would have to look in that direction to cast it.
Yeah.
Well,
I
if
can do
she's
it at
far enough
60
away that
feet.
she can't read it, it should be fine.
Yeah, so the plan is to go all the way to the end of the thing and cast Shatter then?
What's the range on Shatter?
60 feet.
So yeah, pretty much from there, which I most probably won't be able to read.
Someone needs to grab Petra.
I will pick Petra up and move her.
Petra will fight it.
Contested strength check, please.
Before I see them fighting, I'll be like, we need to go. We can't stay here.
It's okay. You won. As usual, New wins against Petra for some reason. Petra can bitch slap a fucking Goliath, knock some dwarves around, win an arm wrestling match against a Goliath, cannot win against New, who is a bookworm.
Yeah, but let's also take into account that New's picking up 48 pounds plus 129.5 pounds.
Yeah, but those are feisty little pounds. I bet you if a Goliath tried to pick your ass up, you'd throw the Goliath. Mew does it, you get picked right up. So she picks you up, you're still screaming and raging and swinging your axe at it, trying to continue your blind rage against...
The kind of the face of the axe hits New in the side of the head.
You just like, ding! Oh, you're gonna pay for that later. And I'll move Windsor over here so we can keep track of where his body is. It is an inanimate object, and it is a stone object, so it is obviously very susceptible to shatter. So as you cast Shatter on it, the pedestal or altar itself completely erupts into shards, leaving no distinguishable pieces to be read. There's just a pile of rubble, small little chunks of rock and debris where this altar once sat. Even some of the statues and walls in that area seem to be slightly affected. One of the statues has actually collapsed on one of its sides, losing an arm and part of the hip.
Hit it again.
I'm like, what? It's shattered.
Just turn it to powder.
Exactly. Turn it to dust. I want to see nothing left of that.
You cast it again?
I guess so. I've got the pressure of everyone's eyes on me. I'm like, alright, Jesus.
Alright,
I'd
so you
rather
cast
just leave.
Shatter a second time, and the statues give way this time, collapsing into rubble, and the center of your Shatter, the altar itself, is completely emulsified. It becomes nothing but dust and the smallest of grains of marble. You've completely annihilated the altar.
I don't want to assume that that is the only record of that song that exists, but I'd like to see them put that shit back together.
I got some PVA glue and a few thousand years of existence.
I'm
Same. It's only like a 2 billion piece crossword puzzle.
Yeah,
It should be
3D
fun.
puzzle.
Yeah, I mean, how hard could it be?
Shut up, you. Alright, let's
gonna
leave this
cast
place.
Eldritch Blast at it, scatter the dust as much as possible.
Man, I really traumatized you guys today. Alright, so you cast Eldritch Blast at this pile of dust, and it just, like a puff of smoke, and spreads around the room. Like somebody that accidentally dropped a bag of flour, it just erupts into the air and goes all over the room, covering everything in a layer of dust.
Good luck trying to mend that.
I will go up to the ladder and then put on the rope and move the hatch to then obviously get out.
Okay.
With obviously Windsor.
I'm grabbing him and dragging him with you.
What I will do, just to make people feel a lot better, is I will shatter the entrance so it caves in so that no one can get in again.
I'm gonna carry Petra with me as I fucking and just like kind of like put her on the ladder.
Petra will punch you in the face.
Petra's.
You're
Petra's-
getting it today, aren't you?
Damn, Petra. Alright, so as you leave, you cast Shatter on the hallway, sealing the room behind you as you leave.
Yep, pretty much.
Pardon you gets punched in the face. Petra, make an unarmed attack for me.
Entropic Ward. Roll
What's
with
that?
disadvantage.
Okay, roll again for the disadvantage. 18 or 21, both would still hit. Go ahead and roll damage. It should just be 1d4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you take 5 points of damage from Petra's thrashing. I wouldn't have allowed it if it was if you I chop her with my axe or something. But getting hurt while somebody's flailing is a thing that would definitely be possible. And it's not malicious, so I'm gonna... Somebody
I
needs
assume
to
there's-
trank
I
that
assume-
half.
I assume there's no chefs in this room at the moment.
No, they're still trying to figure out where Petra... Well, one's trying to figure out where Petra went. The other one is still running down the street screaming. You guys are only down there for about a half an hour or so.
Cool.
Go ahead.
I will go out the back door then. Obviously, still
Okay.
holding on to Windsor in my arms. I would have covered Windsor's face though, and put his arms crossed, so he's
Wait a
easy to
second.
carry.
I want to dig into Windsor's bag of holding. Everybody pool your gold. How much do we have? Because if there's a cleric in this town capable of casting resurrection, it's gonna be pricey.
Yeah, we can try.
287 gold, 28 electrum, 48 silver, and 17 copper.
I don't know how much is in the company's bag.
Windsor, how much is in the company's bag?
Let me find the right screen. Come on. You're dead. You can't see anything. Damn it. Let's see. 12 platinum, 167 gold, 66 silver, 18 copper, and 8 lion marks.
12 platinum and 166 gold. Hang on.
167 gold.
167.
And Windsor had 5 gold and 4 copper on it.
167.
And there was absolutely nothing of value in the area. Fun.
Just the
What,
altar.
Anybody else? What did you say you had, Petra?
287 gold, 28 electrum, 48 silver, and 17 copper.
They'll have the electrum.
Plat.
Yep.
287 gold. I'm not going to worry about silver and electrum and whatnot unless the gold and platinum doesn't account up. Let's see.
Change this into lion marks, won't we?
History. 20 passive arcana. I'm going to assume, unless you say otherwise, I'm going to assume I know the cost of resurrection.
How much gold do you guys have altogether?
40 platinum.
That's 400.
It's 400 gold for the. Wait, no, what's
No,
the
that's
cost of
how
resurrection?
much 40 platinum.
Yeah, I'm trying to both do this and find the cost of resurrection because
Well, whatever you find for the cost of resurrection may not be the cost of resurrection. So just tell her how much you have.
1,000 gold is what it is raw. Calculator.
Yeah,
because
that's
we
the raw fee just for components. That's not
Yeah,
including
that's not someone
service
actually
fees or
someone
anything.
casting. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Especially because it's not an easy spell to cast or anything. You're talking about hiring a very high-ranking cleric. Like, you're talking top clergy for something like a resurrection spell.
Cal Amaranth.
What?
Money. Resurrecting Windsor.
We won't
How
have
much
enough.
do we have?
We won't have enough, but I have 71 gold.
I didn't like him that much. I mean, I liked his horse more than I liked
Don't try it, bitch.
Also, let me ask you this. Windsor, you did finish the other character sheet. Do you actually want Windsor to be resurrected, or are you happy to move on to your new character?
Yeah,
way.
that's
I'm up for either one.
Cal?
I have 60 gold and 140 platinum.
140 plat. Jesus Christ.
Yes, I do. I have 140 platinum.
140 platinum times 10 would be 1,400 gold.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Moneybags.
Starting at 11th level, your rage can keep you fighting despite grievous wounds. If you drop to 0 hit points while raging and don't die outright, you can make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
So
If you succeed, you drop to 1 hit point instead.
collectively,
Damn.
That's
we
right. I should have gone to
almost-
0 hit points and then gone back to 1. There you go.
collectively, we have over 3,000 gold.
Might not be enough still, but we can go and see. Now we've got to find a temple, I'm guessing.
I know where some of the cathedrals are.
My cathedral will be a good shout because
Well,
usually got
if we're-
clergy there.
if we are absolutely desperate,
Yeah.
we could just sell the shield that Petra has.
I did take note of the 2 largest temples, so I say we start there.
Cool. I'll follow you guys with his body in my arms. So.
I would maybe leave that in a caravan. We don't want to be walking around with a random dead body on us. Just saying. We're walking through a town with a dead body.
And
You step
Petra's
out of
covered
the-
in blood.
You step up out of the end, you see 3 other people walking around with dead bodies.
The cost of resurrection when you arrive at the cathedral is 700 lions.
5 gold for 1 lion mark.
3,500 gold.
700. We don't have that much.
You still have all the weapons and armor that you haven't sold. If that helps at all, I don't know.
We would need 3,750 gold.
3,500.
It's 3,500.
Oh, we've got to try and
Oh, we
see if
did
you can go
750, I'm dumb.
sell the. Do you guys want to go see if you can sell the weapons and armor we have?
Sure, we can try, yeah.
I'll stay here with Windsor.
Petra's just gonna find somewhere to sit. She's not going anywhere.
Yeah, it's like, I think we need to, like, stop and think.
Yeah,
I get it.
If you go this far, you will be destitute.
We still have to fund the people that you hired in the place. We still have all staff, and I appreciate that we do want to keep him alive, but then we are losing all of our money. We've lost everything. Then we are pretty much bankrupt at that point. Now,
Which means the people you hired will be out on the streets.
They're supporting themselves through the alchemy, though. That was making enough to support that.
Yeah, they will have enough to stay there, but you won't have anything to contribute. Like you'll be destitute.
and as much as I would love to resurrect, it's up to Torrin. If Torrin is happy to, I think we need more of a clear answer from you, Torrin. It's not like either way; it's either yes or no. I think then it will make
Right.
things a lot easier than this just kind of the ambiguous.
Okay,
Meta
maybe.
knowledge, yeah.
Actually, so this is what's going to happen. If you resurrect Windsor, he will thank you, but he had found the place of peace, and he has no idea what to do with his life, and he will walk away from you.
He is a monk, so for him, this is the means to an end.
Yeah. Not to mention, to a monk,
And I
spiritual.
gladly
and
say
whatnot.
that to you because I don't want to
So,
fuck you over with your money. It's like, oh,
well, knowing meta knowledge, I mean, I would find it completely reasonable if we go find that, be like, it is unrealistic for us to be able to pay for that resurrection.
we'll just keep
Like,
his
we
body
do-
on ice for a couple of
we
years
do-
until we
well,
can
I
afford
mean,
it.
With all technicality, 10 years is it 10?
A century.
I think a century is true resurrection.
Anyway,
Oh, no, you're right,
Resurrection
it
is a century.
for
True resurrection is
resurrection.
2.
So it's a century.
obviously, with that knowledge and the fact that we can't afford that, talking to the priest that is there and obviously told us how much that would cost.
Yeah, somebody offers a free
Listen.
speak with Dad.
How much would it
They're
cost for
alive.
burial?
Do we know where Windsor's original monastery was?
Yes. Well, I don't know. That's a good question.
Give me a history
Windsor
check.
never said anything about his past
He did a
during
couple
this entire
times.
campaign.
He did a couple
He
times. Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Petra's
one, he
just busy doing
mentioned
things.
that his monastery
know,
used to do
shit.
assassin work and stuff. A 12. A 13.
I'm not even attempting because,
Yeah, 'cause you
let's
weren't
be honest,
there.
Cal would never been there. Petra could give it a go, but I don't know.
It's gonna fail, but
You might get
Why
better.
not?
Nat 20.
It's happened
Nah,
before.
it's gonna be a nat 1. Yeah,
You
Petra ain't no
guys do
shit.
not remember where his monastery is. You have a general idea that it was somewhere in southern Fondinia, but that was it.
So maybe we should look to do a burial here. Cost of a burial.
A burial here
well-
is 5 lions.
The question I'm now asking myself is, would it be disrespectful to him to see if one of the clerics can speak with dead so that we can find out where to send him to be properly buried and cared for?
I don't think he'd actually care, given the fact he had a selfless life. From the short time that I've known this man, he's had quite a selfless life and generally gave away things that he didn't need. I don't think he'd really care where he was buried, as long as he's at peace himself. Do you say that was fair, Torin?
Sorry.
Yeah, I thought. Guess I didn't hear it. Yes. I mean, yeah, that last time we gained gold, he put all of it directly into the bank, into the treasury.
Yeah, he's always giving away his money to everyone.
Windsor was a selfless man. He wouldn't care where he was buried. As long as he's at peace, he doesn't mind. The body is just a mere vessel to him at that point.
So maybe we should just do a burial.
Sorry, wrong key. I will pay the priest the 5 lions.
Okay. So you pay him the 5 lion marks, and he says obviously it'll take time. He has to prepare the body and everything for burial. If you come back for the ceremony, you can. The ceremony will be held in 2 days' time.
Is that 2.5 gold for the 5 lions?
It's 5
No.
gold per lion.
25 gold.
It's 25 gold.
25 gold, cool, thank you. I just got to take off my gold, that's all. Because I haven't technically got lions. I would have had lions on me, but it's nothing on me.
Okay, next order of business. Who gets the bag of holding?
Well, it's currently in New's hands, and I'm honestly thinking about handing it to Cal.
Why does no one trust Avareth with the bag of holding?
You made your stance with money very clear. I don't trust you with the company's money.
I am responsible. Exactly. I will make sure I get my fair share of money, and everybody else will get their fair share of money. It will be fair.
Or at least what you think is fair.
God, I'm not committing fraud. Jesus, people.
Purple.
Shut up.
That, and it is kind of a gesture of Cal earning his place in the group to pass that from Windsor to Cal.
Sure, that's fine.
Alright, Torin, if you could go ahead and reset your configuration, you should be able to select your new character now. It's not
Now I gotta
completely
remember how to do
updated. Just right-click your name at the bottom left.
Yep.
And then user configuration, and then you should be able to release your current character and then select your new character. And your sheet exists. I haven't updated it at all. If you want to start copying over your stats, you can.
Yeah, let's we'll start. We'll have him start next week, anyways. I'm gonna read up on spell casting for everything. And,
Are you a cleric or a paladin?
I am a cleric.
Okay.
You guys have a healer again.
Yeah.
See, it was all part of my plan.
New's gonna take the bag of holding, was the company's bag, and hand it to Cal. Just be like, I think you've earned your place in our group now.
I don't.
As long as you guys are happy with it, I don't mind.
Petra's gonna go to the river and take a nice cold soak.
Okay.
Don't go to a bathhouse. Just find a river to go into and then just wash the blood.
Shut the fuck up.
That looks so suspicious, though. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Because
I'm gonna go
walking
to
into
the
a
bathhouse.
covered
fully
in blood
bloody,
isn't
yeah.
suspicious.
They're both suspicious, no matter what you do. She could say she worked at a butcher's or something. At a cow that was not wanting to go.
Kitchen accident.
Exactly. It's ketchup. It's all tomato sauce.
I asked the priest how long it's going to take to sort the body out, and so we can come back.
2 days.
Oh, 2 days. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, okay,
Yep.
cool. In that time, then I'll head back to the inn and obviously take a long rest after that.
Yeah, I feel like you guys are gonna need a long rest, huh?
Can I read that mysterious note again, if that's alright?
Yeah, absolutely.
I presume as we take a long rest, we can level up.
Yes, if you'd like to.
Yeah, it doesn't come up anymore, does it? It's still not that's not been fixed yet.
What time of the day is it now?
Thank you.
Right now, it is afternoon. Coming up on evening. Coming up on evening.
We've got a couple of hours until we have to go to the opera house.
Yeah, I'm just curious if we're even gonna find anything there now. Because... But it will be interesting to find out.
Hit points are 1d12 plus my constitution modifier.
It should automatically add your constitution modifier.
Well, it didn't, so that's why I'm asking. Or, no, it didn't. So I have 17 more hit points.
Because
If I
that's
math
what you
correctly.
need now, is more hit points.
Not that you need it.
Well, technically, isn't that doubled because of the ability?
No, the ability only affected her at the time that it was done.
Oh, okay, it's not cumulative.
Yeah, no, it's just right then one time. It took what she had in that moment and doubled it. It's not a lasting.
184 hit points.
Jesus Christ. Ridiculous.
You have yourself to blame, okay?
I do, but that is an insane amount of HP. Petra's gonna have more HP than a Tarask by the time we're done.
Wait. Oh, there we go.
Petra's just gonna 1v1 a Tarask in a fist fight. She's gonna arm wrestle it and win.
No, it's not
What have
182,
you
it's
done?
184, you asshole.
I get a level 6 spell, yeah.
Oh, gee, really? Oh, he shows hill dwarfs, of course.
Yeah, do we have enough time to long rest, by the way?
Actually, if you plan to make the thing, no. Because you've only got about 2 hours until it starts.
Yeah, so you
Or at least 2 hours until evening.
It'll be a short rest. I thought so.
Well, that's fine. I can... Short rest and long rest don't mean much other than I have to roll dice for my hit points for me anyways.
Yeah, rub it in. That's fine. See if your party
I know,
helps
right?
you. I'm sure they won't kill you in your sleep. It's fine.
2 minus 12. That's just some fucking saying. I'm just gonna say Petra had like 130 health left. Because for some reason, instead of adding on to my max HP, it just healed some HP to like 140 something. So I'll go ahead and do my short rest.
Right, so you guys just kind of hang out and rest until it's time for the event?
Pretty much.
Yep.
I think we're all
Right.
pretty like down in the dumps at this point. It's like
Don't
yeah,
Also-
worry, it's definitely gonna get better.
Sure. I don't believe you
you sick fuck.
Why?
in any way, shape, or form.
Why?
I wonder why.
My reliable talent hasn't been added at level 11. I don't know why not. Do I have to add the feature myself?
You might have to.
Okay.
We don't have plutonium anymore. That was what was automatically
Right.
doing.
I
all
didn't.
that
I
crap.
didn't. I didn't know if it did it or not. I could go. I'll add it. Nice.
Okay. If you hold control and hit space, it should pop up a quick search, and then you should just be able to type it in and drag it over. Unless that only works for the DM, I don't know. I get like a little pop-up search window. But that being said, do you guys go to the opera house?
See,
All right. Everybody's good to continue. Nobody's like too focused to continue, right?
Good.
no, we're good.
All right. So you go to the opera house. First thing you notice is that there doesn't appear to be any sort of event going. It's still open, but you don't see any signs for anything, and Izokus isn't expected to perform for another, 2 weeks. You go inside, however, and it becomes a little bit of a different story.
There doesn't appear to be Path of the Beast for Barbarian.
Standing on the stage in a empty theater, you see Aya, the Black Dragonborn. She was clearly waiting for you. And at her feet, you see what appears to be the same black crystal that the other two liches turned into. And she grins, reaches down, and uses Zeronian glyphs on this crystallized black mass. It seems to soften for a moment, just enough that she's able to break off a chunk. And she just laughs, rather loudly, before looking you all over. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Killing these liches myself would have been quite a pain. At this, it becomes pretty clear pretty quickly that what you're staring at is the remains of the Lichizokus. Aya having clearly killed the Lich once you destroyed the phylactery. And she begins to eat this black crystal. You hear it crunching and snapping, something of a sound like both glass and gravel grinding together. A squelching, screeching crunch. And when she's finished, you can feel her presence grow. Like the room darkens just by her being there. And she turns back to you and laughs again. Well, that's 3. You're almost there. I do appreciate the help. And she turns and begins to walk out the back of the opera house.
I'll just shout at her, like, what is it that you're wanting?
She'll laugh again and actually stop and kind of turn to look over her shoulder to respond to you. I want you to keep doing your good work for the world. And she'll turn back and continue to walk away.
I will kill you, I swear to God. You'll end up just like those liches.
And she leaves through the back of the opera house, leaving you guys there alone. You're able to go up to the stage and check, and sure enough, you do find several things that make it pretty clear that this is, in fact, the body of one of the liches.
Okay, search the body, I guess.
Well, it's a
It's
What
black
sheet
There
of
crystal.
would be
crystal.
nothing left.
No, it's black crystal. And if we
Remember,
And
when
what-
they die, they turn into this black goop that hardens that you guys couldn't even scratch.
Can I examine the crystal, see if I can, I don't know, sense anything weird from it? Because they did just apply Zeronian glyphs to it.
You
Like
can sense that there's residual magic. The magic that you're able to tell is there is of the necromancy skill. But you notice very quickly that the other crystals, while clearly the remnants of dead liches, also still exuded their own power. This one seems to have the power completely drained.
It's fair to assume that she's probably done the same thing to the other two liches.
Seems to her own end by the looks of it.
well, there's not much we can do here about it.
I want to try it and use Zeronian glyph on the crystal again. See if it still reacts in any way.
Okay? So you
Slash,
want
I
to...
might not even know the correct Zeronian glyph, but gonna try anyways.
Give me an Arcana check.
You already did the surrounding glyph.
Crit! Not 20, baby!
So, you have no idea what she did with the Zeronian glyphs. So you're just kind of stumbling through the dark here, attempting any sort of thing that you just randomly happen to see in the book that you didn't comprehend. And by some miracle, the black crystal masses, for just a moment, soften. You have no idea how you did it, but you did manage to use the same magic that she did.
I'm gonna take intense mental note of that to try and replicate it in the future.
Okay.
Because maybe, just maybe, the next lich we kill, I can drain the magic from its remains and take it with us before she can get to it.
Sure, that's fine.
You've got 2 liches remaining. And she has clearly done something to drain the magic from this one. And it sounds like you think she may have done that to the previous 2 as well.
Yep.
Could be.
You can always try and get into contact with the previous people to see what's happened.
Well, I
'Cause
mean- I have teleportation circle glyphs for one of the close to one of the locations. God damn it. I have notes here somewhere.
Kale.
Yeah, where we met Cal.
Mhm.
So we'd have to, we could go there and make the trek to where we killed the thing and see if the remains are in the same state.
Oh, wow. I think we should go for a long rest at this point.
Hey, Cal.
Windsor beat you to it.
Not only did he beat you to it, he's doing it better. He's gonna rest so much better than you.
God damn it!
Cal.
Yes.
How long do you say it would take for us to get from Kale to where we killed the Lich?
2 days.
2 days?
Yeah. God speaks for me.
Yes.
I'll have to think about it. Yeah, 2 days.
That was my version of divine intervention for you. Okay.
There you go.
Just to double check, we don't have anything that we can take back to the rose card, do I? Or do we?
Nope. You
Okay.
destroyed the altar, and all that's remaining is this black crystal.
Can I attempt to soften the crystal again and break a chunk off?
If you think you can get another nat 20, sure.
Is that legitimately what it took last time?
Yeah.
The fucking crit?
Yeah, the only reason you had any sort of success the last time was the nat 20.
Let's go. 2 in a
Keep
row?
doing it until you get nat 20s.
I also need you to roll a d20 real quick. Because you've been using Zeronian glyphs now. An 8! Ooh.
I was gonna say it's not that high.
It's almost there.
It's probably like 6 or 7 right now.
Mm-hmm. Somewhere around there, yeah. You were this close. Fireball. Now all of you are dead.
Damn it!
I will
You'd
say,
probably be fine, Amaranth.
I will
Don't
say,
you have
you
resistance
did
to
manage
fire?
to soften it for a moment.
did.
If you would like to, retroactively say that you broke off a small piece during that moment when it was softened, then I will allow that.
I probably would have just.
Well, yeah, she wanted to stick her hand in the goo, so yeah.
And then it re-solidifies with the hand in the goo.
Yeah, perfect.
So yeah, if I softened it, she would have attempted to break a piece off.
Yeah. So I will
Because-
say that you were able to break a small piece off.
So we have a small piece of the remains of Azokus.
Cool. So then we could take that over to the rose guard again. Now we have to tell them about this new Dragonborn person.
Always with the Dragon Ball.
Yeah, dragon people.
How in the hell
demon
do you
people
spell
this
Azokus? I have this in my notes somewhere.
Izokus.
No, you're not Zed, you're Bex.
You're so
Alright,
not
I now
funny.
have a crystal chunk of Azokus in my inventory.
That sounds tasty.
Cool. And then we head back to the inn and have a long rest then.
Right, so you head back to the inn. It's time to rest. And it's time to celebrate the little victories here.
What little victories? We've had someone die. We've killed the lich, but then the lich has been eaten by a dragonborn who's obviously trying to eat them to become a god.
That's right. Positive
The
as
lich
always.
is dead, though.
Ding dong, the
Uh-huh.
lich is dead. Witch oh lich, the lich oh lich. Ding dong, the wicked lich is dead.
You can
I
see
got the
that.
bag of holding again, apparently. So there's that.
Yeah, now you can just run away with it and be fine.
I don't
This-
think so.
This chunk of Azokus might actually come in handy for new learning.
Do you want to slide that over to my character, by the way?
I can do that, yeah.
Mythic.
Yep, I gotcha.
Because not only do I have this chunk of Azokus, but I can attempt to re-soften it repeatedly now in a bid to control more Zeronian glyph shenanigans.
Make
What
sure
could
it
possibly
transferred
go wrong?
everything. Okay. Okay. It has been transferred.
And there was monster guys.
So you guys are just hanging out in town then?
Oh, look around like the mage. There's a mage tower. Look around there, and the Adventures Guild as well.
They do
There's
not
not
have a
tower,
mage's tower.
there's-
They do have an
It's
adventure.
the Adventures Guild. No, let's look for the Adventures.
In the
Guild.
morning or whatever, I will go find a teleportation circle in this godforsaken town.
Okay.
Petra
so
will
there is-
apologize to both the chefs for scaring the ever-living shit out of them.
But you won't apologize for Nu for punching her in the face.
I know, right?
Well, A, you guys asked Petra to distract them, and they weren't in on anything that we were doing. Knew had what was coming to her. She was, like, Petra was going through the emotions, she was flailing around.
And
Deserved.
Yu was trying to destroy a lich because that was the reason when Zar died. Is them doing this fucking
Yeah,
ritual
but
for the
Petra's
lich.
simple. There was an enemy in front of her. It needed emulsified. Alright, so there, like you said, there isn't any sort of mage tower or anything in this town. But there is the Adventurers Guild.
I'll go with Amarath, the Adventurers Guild, so
Is
hopefully we
the
can find
Adventurers
somewhere
Guild-
to sell some of this gear that we have.
Does the
Okay.
Adventurers Guild have a teleportation circle?
It does.
Then I
So-
will go with, of course, and spend 60 seconds memorizing it.
Okay, so you go and you memorize the circle. Cal, you go there looking to see if there's anywhere you can sell your wares. And there is, in fact, a place where you are able to sell it. They have what they call, their guild stock, which is where they just stock weapons and armor for, any new adventurers or anyone that, needs replacement gear for, on the cheap, etc. However, being that, they tend to give this gear away, they can't pay top dollar for it, but they do try to pay a fair price. That being said, do you remember how much you paid for everything, and how much would you like to get at it?
I do. I just need to get my notepad.
I'm pretty sure it's listed on the stuff. Cargo and crew. 100 gold per crate for each is what the price listed on in the wagon is, which should be accurate. I'm relatively certain we made sure that was accurate.
I've got it written down right here. You found your notes?
No, because he's already told me he's found it, so I didn't bother.
Okay.
So how much are they willing to buy it for?
They can go up to 650 gold, which would be
Making 150 gold, basically.
which would be pretty decent profit.
I'll talk to everyone else first before just saying yes, but pretty sure everyone will be alright with that.
Are they willing to buy all 5 crates?
Yeah, they're willing to just take what you've got.
Do we want to potentially look at what else is in town to see, like, if A, any place would buy it for more, or B, if we can then buy something else to move along, / if we can't, maybe we want to hang on to, say, a crate of armor and a crate of weapons to see if we can sell it for more later.
I'm fine with either, to be honest. It depends if we can get another price from somewhere else. I don't know where else would we kind of really look that would buy like the weapons. That's the issue.
I mean, maybe if there's like a guard barracks or something, they might, but
Yeah, but we'll have the same problem as last time where they're all Goliaths and this isn't Goliath gear.
true.
So
So
I think personally this is the better option.
we'd still need to go look around town to try and buy something else to move along, so we're not having
Okay,
an empty carriage. But
That's
yeah,
fine. But do you want to sell this now?
that's fine.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll sell the wares then.
Okay, so they give you 650 gold, and they actually pay in gold, not lion marks. They pay you 650 gold for all of your weapons and armor that you have. They also give you a little badge.
What's the little badge?
So you asked them that directly, correct?
Sure.
All right. So you asked them specifically, "What's this?" Because it's not money, right? So what they gave you is called a guild badge, and essentially it means that you've done a service for the guild without getting any sort of extravagant reward. It's essentially saying that you've done a favor for them and that they owe you a favor.
Ooh.
Obviously, they can
that.
only do what's within their means to do, but this is essentially a favor that you can cash in at an adventurer's guild anywhere on the continent, and assuming that what you ask of them is possible for them to do, they should be willing to do it.
Assuming the badge was handed to Cal since he's got the thing, I would say just put it in the company's bag, and if we need it, it's there.
No worries, I'll put it in the company's bag. How do I add something to the bag? Or do I just have to drag it in?
You have to drag it in, I believe.
Oh yeah, I'll make it in my inventory and then drag it in, then it's fine.
Yeah, I don't believe they have yeah, there's no just create item thing inside of there.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll get around to it at some point.
Well, we have the rest of today to kill. I assume we're going to be sticking around for Windsor's service. So that means today and tomorrow. The service would be tomorrow, right? You said 2 days?
Yes.
It's now the next day.
Yeah, which means I need to hit Ms. Butt.
If the chefs are willing to have Petra back, she will work for them, but she will be sullen the entire time. And silent.
Petra raised a bit of a stink. They're not gonna let her back into the kitchen.
And really, I mean, it's kind of unsanitary to have a soiled chef in the kitchen.
Honestly, even from beyond the grave.
You were able to find that the main export of this region is potatoes.
Potatoes.
Oh,
It's Irish
potatoes.
Goliath, okay.
So I'm
Well,
assuming
in
that's
that case, Petra will go ahead and find somewhere else to do some cooking.
She's just like wandering around. You want me to cook for you?
No, it's more like, do you have work?
Understandable. For the record, she did not get paid for working at the inn because, shenanigans.
Not surprised to hear that at all.
so.
Petra's
what's
not
the-
doing that again.
What's the actual cost of potatoes here?
So it's
I s-
2 gold per case, and each case is 200
200 weight.
pounds. Yeah, 200 weight.
So we could carry how many?
7.
7. 2 gold. Wait, 2 gold for a case?
Yeah. For a big old crate of them.
Damn.
Probably only gonna get 4 gold per crate. Maybe 5.
I mean, that's not a lot, but it also feels like we might not make a lot out of it. Assuming nobody else went around with you to find stuff to refill their wagon, they'll just take note and return to, consult the others.
Petra is somewhere in the city. That's all I can say.
Petra is somewhere. She's wandering around looking for work.
Petra doing Petra things and just running off. Got it.
She's just got a sign that says, "We'll eat for food." Let me see. Petra,
Yeah.
roll me a perception check.
She won't perceive a thing.
Well, you beat my 10, so you were able to find work at one of the seedier taverns that you guys initially decided not to go to. The irony,
Okay.
right?
Yep. Will she get a room there? For working?
Well, I mean, your room's already paid for at the other place. And you don't have to worry about anything weird like cultists underneath of it or something. Kind of destroyed the whole underground area.
Oh yeah, would that not also cave in the floor of the tavern?
I actually
That
rolled
was
it.
under-
I actually rolled for that, and no, it did not.
That would
Yay!
have been fun.
I would have told him. I told you there was something under the
Whole
ground.
tavern collapses.
Yeah, I actually rolled for that to see if it would collapse, and it did not collapse.
I should have done it anyway. Should have proven him right. Even if the innkeeper wasn't at fault.
Yeah, he had no idea that was there.
I should have showed it to him. See, I told you there was something under your place.
Yeah, because he wouldn't have charged you with witchcraft or anything.
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah, but now the rest of the group does not know where Petra is, and she is depressed.
She's depressed and she's
That's
cooking.
same as
somewhere.
always. Then nothing's really changed.
And she's depressed. Tee-hee.
Alright, so. Anything else you guys are doing that day? We got 20 minutes left for the funeral.
I'm going to go around and look at some shops because now I have a fancy dress that I can't fucking use.
So you're gonna try and sell the dress?
Yeah, or wear it about and make it look so fashionable. I'll be like, oh yes.
Why can't you use the fancy dress?
The whole point of the fancy dress was to try and get into the troop for the Izokas.
Oh, right.
But we skipped the middleman on that one.
You could still use it, like, say, if you need to, like, escape prison.
Yeah, well, we had that also, and that didn't work out either. So
Yeah.
If you're gonna try
And
and
it'd be
use your
terrible
smoke
if the next
performance,
place you go has like really high society standards.
that and if you're gonna try and use your smoke performance to make money, you would look nice doing it then.
true. I could just try and basically busk.
So
Oh
do you look
yeah,
for
you
somewhere
could
to
do
sell it?
street performances And just make a bunch of landmarks that way.
Pretty much, yeah.
You could walk around the street and perform.
Hey,
Yeah, go to the
Hang
street.
out
that
on
kind
a
of
corner or
performing.
two.
Not
I'm-
that
I'm
kind
just-
of performing.
I'm just saying, go to the street, find a nice corner, do a little performing.
You guys are sick. Sick individuals.
Hey, I'm just saying, but tieflings have horns. Horns, handlebars, same thing, really.
Please stop.
Yeah, the nice thing about the horns is you can keep the your ale right there. You hook the handle around one of them.
So, let me just go down the list. I'm a prostitute. I human
Cannibal.
traffic. I'm a
Whoa,
cannibal.
whoa. We never said anybody was paying to have sex with you.
Oh! Damn.
Just a whore. There's a big difference between a prostitute and a whore.
All right, well,
Of
we
course,
know
I
how
just
she gets
squared
rid of her
myself up.
And-
sorrows.
Hey, you don't have a pimp, so
All right, so moving
To be a
on.
prostitute, I'm an escort. Thank you very much. That's the word.
So moving on, because you people are degenerates.
that says the one
Everybody
wearing that
else.
shirt.
The day progresses. You manage to get through the day, do the various things that you were aiming to do. Go to sleep. The next day, it is going to be Windsar's funeral. So you wake up fairly early. You guys go straight over, or what do you do? I'm asking you guys. Do you guys go straight over there, or do you wait, or what do you do?
We'll get changed into something a little bit more somber and then go and over to the temple.
I'm just gonna stick to my normal clothes, but use my cloak of many fashions to change it to like a black, solid black cloak thing, robe, whatever. Because it can do that.
Petra, what about you?
Let me see.
Okay, Cal, what about you? Well, Petra's figuring it. Cal's figuring it out too, apparently. It's like you guys had time to plan for this funeral.
I know, right? It's not like we've had a whole 2 days to figure this out, but hey ho.
Yeah. Alright.
Petra will take the 2 Tyrannosaurus claws that she still has that was not put on her necklace because that was the teeth. And she will lay them on like Windsar's chest.
Well, you guys are getting ready to go. You aren't actually there.
Well,
But keep that
that's
in
what
mind.
she will do when she gets there.
Okay.
I mean,
Um,
she doesn't have any other fancy clothes,
So-
so
Yeah, so you guys arrive there wearing your various outfits. And Windsor lays peacefully in a coffin at the head of the cathedral. There's a dwarf cleric standing there, ready to preside over the funeral. Roland, would you like to say anything nice for Windsor before you stick him in a hole?
Welcome, friends and family of the half-orc named Windsor. What sort of a person was he? Was he a good person? Was he a silly person? His friends have fought with him in combat and known him to be a good person, from my understanding. He was generous with his money, generous to his friends. He was not one to avoid a fight. If his friends were in trouble, he would help them out especially. He did have a fear of cooked horses for some reason that nobody explained to me for that one. But Windsor, being a monk and being one taking a vow of poverty and one to help the people, he is now being laid to rest, and may he find new paths in the great beyond. In the name of Odin, Thor, and Freya. Amen.
Amen.
And as Brolin finishes up, the floor then is opened up for anybody to take their turns and say goodbye to Windsor. So, starting with Petra, you walk up and you lay the Tyrannosaurus teeth on Windsor's
Pause.
chest. Do you say anything?
It was nice fighting by your side.
Is that all you say?
Rest. It was nice fighting by your side. Rest eternally.
Okay. And then you turn around, walk back.
And
Amaranth.
she'll
go
instead, before she walks away, she will take her necklace off for like the first time, well, second time that anybody's ever seen, and she will raise it up in respect, and she will put it back on and walk away.
Amaranth, it's your turn to say your goodbyes to Windsor.
It feels so strange that you have gone far too soon than it should ever have happened. Although I may have not known you for years, I've known you for long enough to know that you will be dearly missed. You've always worked so hard for the betterment of everybody else, and life will be a little bit darker knowing for well that you are not with us. And then I'll kind of like bow and then just kind of walk away.
Okay. And then we have Cal.
Cal will let New go first.
Okay. New? New.
Neil will walk up. She won't really say anything, but, she's essentially just acknowledging that he was a dear companion and he will be missed, and trusting that he knows this because we've spent a long time traveling together now, so. And while nobody else will really hear this, in her mind, she's reaching out with her awakened mind, essentially trying to speak to him, even though there's nothing there to speak to.
Sweet. Cal's turn.
Cal will go up to Windsor, put his hands on his hand, and sing a elvish hymn to him. It's not too long, probably something like 2 or 3 minutes in elvish, which is like a funeral hymn for elves.
Okay.
And then gently kiss his head, his forehead, and then move back to sitting down.
So everybody got to say their piece, and afterwards there's a moment of silence, at which point Windsor's body is wrapped into a ceremonial cloth, sealed into his coffin, and they begin to bear his coffin out back at the cathedral. Everybody in the cathedral rises and follows out as he's brought and laid into the ground. After they finish lowering the coffin the rest of the way, they pull the ropes out, and they each begin taking a handful of the dirt and throwing it on the coffin. Each of you are also given the opportunity to do so. Whether you choose to or not is up to you. But then, once everybody has had their opportunity, they begin to fill the hole in earnest. And after just a few moments, they manage to get all the dirt back into the hole. and Windsor is laid to rest. They have a stone placed at the head with a large flat surface, and a scribe waits with a chisel for any sort of epitaph to put into them. What do you guys decide to put?
Just a suggestion. It might be like Windsor. He gave more than what anyone ever could.
Any complaints?
No, that's good enough for me.
Okay. So the scribe nods and very carefully chisels a beautiful flowing script into the stone that says Windsor. And then underneath of it, it says, gave more than any could. The funeral concludes. The staff get up and leave. The general onlookers and clergymen all leave. Roland, do you stay to comfort the party, or do you also retreat into the cathedral?
I'll walk around talking to the party and trying to read the room.
Okay.
Petra will just entirely ignore him.
Sounds like Petra. That's how she treats pretty much every new person.
I'll go up to him and say thank you for the service for Windsor. We appreciate that there was someone there who would speak on his behalf as well as ourselves.
Roland nods. Pats the demon on the shoulder.
The cleric and the demon. Oh, it's the perfect love story.
Even beyond death, Windsor's still an asshole.
Now we gotta deal with a holy asshole.
Yep.
No.
An assholio,
God, no.
if you want
Ass
to.
with more than a hole. Jesus. That could get messy.
Or efficient.
Please make it stop.
Depending on the angle you sit down, that's the important part. Alright, that being said, the funeral is concluded. Brolin, in your time being there talking and obviously preparing and everything, you'd be aware of part of the situation of how he died. Obviously, you would be aware that he was killed while fighting this rather evil cult. We're gonna leave this session here. I'm gonna work with Torin throughout the week to come up with a motivation for why his character goes with you. But that's the end of the session. I hope you guys had a good time, even though this was the first player death in 37 sessions.
You
It's bound
ruined
to happen.
everything. You
It
ruined
did.
everything.
It did.
Yeah, I
hope
mean,
so.
if somebody had just not failed their counterspell.
No, she succeeded the counterspell, but the
She
counterspell got counterspelled.
Yep.
Yeah, just rub the salt in the wound. There you go. Not to mention, without plutonium, we're gonna have to add everything for my domain and everything.
Yeah, I'll get that done. That's not a problem.
Yeah, I passed my counterspell. You failed the odds and evens.
All of the stuff
I
that you need should be in the D&D Beyond compendiums that I have.
Okay, I'll have to look again. It wasn't in the SRD, so I'll look at the Beyond.
Yeah, because... Oh my god, is it all empty? Ah, crap. I'm gonna have to update that. Okay.
It's all empty.
Oh no, it's got a lot of stuff.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
No, in the D&D Beyond, because I usually work in the D&D SRD content.
Yeah, you should prefer the
used to.
SRD content, but the D&D
Yeah.
Beyond...
D&D
content
Beyond
is
does
there
have
too.
it. Yeah, it does have it. War domains there. Okay, or not
Right.
war. That's not a lot.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and get your character
Life
squared
domain.
away for next week, whenever we get the chance. And then also we got to come up with, a way to kind of just shoehorn your character into the party. I was kind
Roland
of
has a
thinking-
tendency to sleep under his bed. Okay.
Perfect!
Ah, we have just the halfling for you.
we could we could say something like we need to have a healer because like we don't have anyone, and so
Yeah,
No,
just
he
kind of
was-
like during the fight, just amongst, or not the fight, but during the funeral, amongst yourself, just kind of being like, this is why we need a healer. This is why we need somebody with us to
Or
heal.
it's that, or it could have been where Torren's character could have been semi-investigating what was going on as well, and then obviously talking to us. Could also like let on that he has a little bit of information about
Yep.
these liches.
Yep, we'll have to
Being
work
a
on that.
cleric.
Yep. It'll be one of those things where it's going to depend on the backstory that Torrin decides to come up with throughout the week, but we'll definitely figure something out by next week to make it fit the story at least.
Brolin sleeps under his bed, but the twist is his bed's a bunk bed, and it's the top bunk, so he just sleeps on the lower bunk.
On top of the person that normally sleeps there.
Just to let you know as well, Mythic. Both me and Bex won't be here next week, unfortunately, because it's Bex's mum's 60th birthday party. So.
Well, tell her to just move it. It's D&D.
I know, right? Some people.
Yeah,
I mean,
really.
Yeah, well, like,
I mean, we
how
did
rude
move
of her
it.
to have her birthday on the day we had
Well,
D&D,
so she
goddammit.
specifically moved it to D&D night? Rude.
No.
You shouldn't show up.
It was technically meant to be this weekend, but then we couldn't get this weekend, so it had to be the weekend after. So she's already technically turned 60. She turned 60 this week. But
Well, congrats to her.
Also,
exactly.
something to note for next week that you might think about is what happened to Windsar's effects, because, I mean, it would be nice if we could give the ring that Windsar had to the new cleric.
Yeah, we'll
And it would
figure
make
that
sense
out.
that he would want to donate his effects to, like, the church or something, have them help somebody else.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We've got the week to do it. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream
Sweet.
and the recording.